What's up, Tone?
Hey, hey.
What's up, E?
I just, what's happening?
Man,
I couldn't get it out because I was eating, nigga. I just said it
we
too.
just said you wasn't gonna be eating, bruh. Come
And then
on now.
I stuck that big piece of beef jerky in my mouth. Pause.
Yeah.
My bad.
Man, what you cats get into this weekend?
Let me swallow this down.
Yeah, swallow it.
Let me swallow this down so I can talk. Fuck though.
Down your gullet.
And I was just fussing about it. This is crazy.
No doubt.
Uh,
As I said earlier, what you cats get into this weekend?
Nothing. What'd you get into?
Nothing, man. Spent some time with moms.
There you go.
And just cleaning up, taking care of things. Simple as that. Nothing much.
We went to me and Tony
Erica
went
lie.
to,
We went Sunday. We went somewhere Sunday. He a lie.
nigga, I was just about to say it. I was about to say we went to the car show Sunday morning.
Our local car show.
That ain't
Boy.
local.
We talking about Sacktown
That's
20,
local.
2018?
That ain't local. They ain't from here.
Sack 2018 car show?
Man, that's small and local.
It's
Alright.
it's whatever.
It was a small international
was-
car show.
But it's still it travels. It ain't our car
yeah,
show.
they travel show, but it was
It just was in our town, which made it local. But it travels to the next town to the next town.
So you see anything good?
Nah, you know what? Now I think about it. If you take away the shit that was local, it's real small. Because there was folks in there that was like
From
around here. Yeah.
so
So
it
I
was
went
their
out
their own private collection.
Uh-huh.
But
Some folks.
if you
yeah.
take that away, it was like all the dealerships in the area brought their cars in one place.
So we had
Not
20,
all that
cars, but
2018,
the best
2019.
there was no dealerships there.
20,
though.
2018, 20, no new stuff.
no,
No, it was new stuff, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying that there wasn't local dealerships there.
Oh, okay.
It was
No, but
the
I'm just
companies were
saying-
represented, like Ford, Chevy, whatever.
we didn't see no
companies there were.
Mercedes. Mercedes wasn't there.
Any classics?
Yeah, there's some. Different what kind of classics? Yeah, there was classics.
I know. I remember that year that we went. We saw some concept cars like Batman and all
Man,
that
you
stuff.
went?
Yeah, we went.
Dang, I said
Man.
3, then I went 4 times then.
Yeah, I got the pictures still. I can show you.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah,
I think we did go. So I've been 4 times then.
yeah.
For sure, it ain't no Detroit or Cena.
Well,
yeah, that's
the difference. Okay, but the thing is, with Kevin, I mean, with Tone keeps comparing it to though, it's not the same. He
Okay.
keeps comparing it to like when the big shows, when you're talking about like the Vegas one, and he's talking about the Detroit Auto Show.
Yeah,
They're bringing out cars.
They're bringing out
yeah.
the new
Brand
ones.
new
They're
cars.
they're
concept
bringing out
cars,
concept
future
cars. This ain't that.
Yeah.
This is just the cars that's gonna be sold this year
Mm-hmm.
and getting ready to be sold for this year.
Mm-hmm.
And and you getting a chance, like if you're in the market for a car, you can go down there and actually sit in it, see what it looks like. All the cars are in one spot.
Mm-hmm.
Where they got some spots where you could test drive cars and stuff. So it's not the same as like them rollout shows. Those are I think my battery going out.
the hell?
I don't know, but those are
They should be on the table.
those are different type of shows though. This
Yeah.
ain't that type of show.
Well, shoot. I mean,
I mean,
2018,
so,
2019 cars is cool.
I say
mean,
that. So I just say that to appreciate what you're getting.
Right.
If you compare it to that, it
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
But if you compare it to, I'm getting a chance to look at cars. Yeah, there might be some cars that you see already out there on the road, but if you're interested in purchasing one of those type of cars, then it's a good thing.
Yeah,
It's a
because
good
you can
thing to
go in
go
there
to.
and look at it, and they won't follow you around like they do at the lots.
Yeah,
Excuse
Right.
me. Are you interested in this one?
and you don't.
Yeah, Bug
Yeah.
the shit out of you.
Yeah, man, they be on themselves.
They be
It's
like,
hard to
hey.
get a sale.
The first thing to be like, you want to take that for a ride? I'm like, nah, man.
I mean,
I'm cool.
I'm just looking.
I'm just looking.
That
I don't
always
know how
be
many
your
times I
first
got to say
statement.
that.
I'm just looking.
I'm just looking.
Yeah. I mean, and nowadays, most people, they pretty much know what they want when they go into the dealership. So, I mean, they don't research it so much. If they come to buy a car, they come to buy a car.
To be honest with you, man,
I
there's so much
disagree
I don't
with
even know what I want.
I disagree with you. I
You
think
don't?
that
You don't
yeah.
research your cars?
No, I think we're not the average person though.
Oh, you don't think you think the average person just goes into the lot?
I think the average person goes in not knowing hardly nothing about the car. They just know they seen
Wow.
it. They seen that car and they like it, and then they go in and let the guy selling the car tell them all about the car. I think that's what the average person does. Now, the people who are into cars and stuff, yeah, the average person, I don't think the average person does like we do, like sitting on the couch, looking at cars and stuff. I don't think the average person, they're
Yeah.
looking at, like you say,
I guess we not the
puppies
average.
and kittens and weird tricks and shit like that. They're not looking at a car drive around and some dude telling you
Yeah.
every part about
Because
it.
most people, like, they drive by a car dealership and just say, it's something to do to kill off time or something. And that's the perfect place to kill off time. You go into one of those auto malls.
Mm-hmm.
You just go
Perfect
in
place
there
to come
and-
home with a brand new car. Too,
Yeah, I know.
doing that.
See, I hate.
I know.
I hate going to the auto mall though
Yeah.
because of what you said earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you get out,
Your plan was not to do shit.
well, the fucked up thing about the car lot is I'm never happy because when I pull up and I get out my car and they bum rush me, I'm not happy because I feel like they're pressuring me. They want to meet. And then
Yeah.
when I get out my car and they don't come see about me, then I feel like, oh, these fuckers think I can't afford to buy a car here. And so I'm mad either way. They can't
Double-edged
make me
sword.
happy. Yeah, I'm like,
Damned
these
if you do.
motherfuckers.
Damn
if you don't, exactly.
You know what I
Right?
mean?
They got no
Shit.
respect. They think I can't afford it.
But
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
So,
that's
but
it.
you know
Yeah.
what I was gonna say about that real quick, going back to what you said about the average person.
Yeah.
The other thing that makes you not average, and I say it about you because I do the same thing, and I'm sure Tone does it to a point too, is no matter what I'm gonna buy,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's for instance, I'm looking for a new pair of headphones, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Amazon. I'm Googling best headphones. I'm looking at. I got 15 pair of headphones on my phone that I'm looking at like,
Yeah.
damn. So
Yep.
what? Then I'm going to, like what Tone said. I'm going to YouTube and I'm looking for the reviews on them because they review every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And so I think the average person, because think about it, we all live with some average folks,
Mm-hmm.
right? They just buy the shit.
And return it back when
Yeah,
they're
they buy the shit.
Take
Be like,
it back quick.
They bought it like they picked this one because it was blue.
Yeah.
They picked this one because it was, the right
Yeah.
color and they thought it was nice.
Yeah.
The price was right or whatever. I have a tendency to find the good deal
Right.
and then compare it to the high end one, the one that costs the most.
Yeah.
So I want to see what's the difference between this good deal that I'm getting, if it's not the same, if it's not the same product, and if it's not the same brand name, same brand name, and then find a high priced one and compare the two and see what the difference is in them. So
Yeah, you always go to the competitor and see how much they give you for that same price than the other person gives you.
what you saying? What you getting for your money?
Yeah, so if it's a competitor, you're going with the new Toyota Camrys, and then you're looking at the new Honda Accords. It's like if they're the same price. So okay, if they're the same price, who's giving you more for that price?
Yeah.
Is it Honda or is it? And they both
And
both
that's
last
what's-
long.
Yeah.
And that's what's good about this type of car show. That car show that Tony's actually talking about,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of those cars are going to be high-end cars that you're not going to get to touch.
Mhm.
You're going to be able to watch them, look at them, take
Yeah,
pictures.
pretty
These are
much.
like cars that you can get in. They're letting you climb all over them and shit, seeing if you fit. And that's what I like about it. Like you said, the Honda Accord and the Camry, for instance.
Right.
Two cars that's comparable. They're comparable.
Mhm.
So you get to actually sit. I forget which car. Oh, me and Tony was checking out the Mustangs, right? And so we were really impressed with the Mustangs. And
Man,
truthfully,
nice.
I like Mustangs. I've always loved Mustangs since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But we see them all the time, and I really didn't get to appreciate how nice the new Mustang was until I actually was up against it, sitting in it. And then I was like, this is actually
Is
a
it,
real nice car.
I got a question for you.
So hang on. Go ahead. Is it about the Mustang?
Yeah.
Because I want
Did
to
the,
tell you what I
shape, did
compared
the
it to.
shape change? Like, how the years change? Mustang
No,
go 4 or
it's
5 years?
it's the
Okay.
so it's basically the same one that you've seen on the street right
Oh,
now.
okay.
They
Cool.
it's just a little more. I want to say, it's a little more refined a little bit. So it's
Mhm.
maybe it seems the corners are a little smoother and stuff. It's a nice vehicle. But what I was gonna say about one of the one of the good things about this show was that then we were able to walk right over the way to the Camaro, which would be has always been the Mustang competition, and then we sat in the Camaro, and it just didn't do the same. It just when you sat in the new Camaro, it just first of all the insides just weren't inviting at all. It wasn't.
Nope.
It wasn't
not a whole lot
compared
to it. Man.
and really compared to the what the Ford had in it, right? Then on top of that, I found out that that roof is way too low for me getting in and out. In the Mustang, even though it ain't, it's not a clear, it's not a clear opening like a truck or nothing, but I still got in pretty easy and got out pretty easy. The Camaro, I was actually ducking to get in.
Yeah, it was
and
low
then
clearance.
the roof sits real low on that.
Right.
So if I was considering both of those, American muscle cars, I probably would have swayed more. Probably I would have swayed more towards the Mustang just because. I mean, not just because, but one of the things that would have swayed me that way was I can get in and out this car pretty easy. Where I couldn't do that with the Camaro. I could see me getting in and out of it, but I would have had to make sure every time duck your head, make sure you don't. And I'm positive. I know I would have been hitting my head on that thing all the time because I hit my head on shit that's higher than that all the time. So
What's funny about what you said earlier about the comparison to Chevy to Ford? When I bought my truck, that was what swayed me. When I got into Chevy cars, it just seemed so plain. It was just nothing about it was inviting inside. It wasn't anything to me. And I got into the truck, the Ford truck, and everything seemed convenient, right there, available, new technology. It just seemed like totally different.
That's kind of a trip. That's kind of a trip with me because I used to always feel like Ford was the one. In this way, it was.
Yeah.
Ford was the one that had the ugly inside.
Definitely
especially when it came to the radio and all that stuff. It was hella ugly. And Chevy was the one that had the, GMC was the one.
Yeah.
And then, GMC, of course, is also, the Denali's and the Cadillacs and all that stuff. So you think about how high end it actually goes up, and you're like, man, they got it over Ford big. Now you go into Ford, and I know what Kevin's waiting to speak about, so I'm not even going. I'm gonna let Kevin tell you.
You good.
No, I'm sorry, Tony. I know what Tony's waiting to speak on because he's over there grunting and beatboxing and shit. There was a certain vehicle that we sat in that probably it had to be the top vehicle there as far as once we got in that motherfucker. And it's actually made by Ford Motor Company. Ooh. And so, Tone, go ahead. Tell them about your car that
Are we talking about the Navi?
Man,
What?
that new Navigator, bruh.
Man.
Lincoln Navigator?
Oh, my
Oh
God.
my God, dude.
They don't did they sell?
Well, it was there last year, right? And it had just came out. It hadn't came out yet. It was coming out, and they had one there to see.
What you said, they didn't let people sit in there?
But they wouldn't let people sit in. It was locked up. So all you can do is look in. This year they had that bad boy. They had two of them. They had the long one and the shorter one.
The XL and the short one.
And man,
the
Tone jumped in that motherfucker, and I
Lost your mind?
I was about to refi.
I'm over
75, 85?
Right now.
I looked over there.
Oh,
nigga,
no.
I looked over
100
there.
and something?
Yeah, it was 100.
No, the XL?
The
That
long
was
one was XL. It was 100.
Dude, that's crazy. You mean
The Navigator was like, what, 90?
oh my God.
I
What
think
Talking
they-
about the regular.
I
so
think
the
they had-
small- the
they had
regular
granite.
size was 90
who
something.
can
and
afford these cars, man?
Shit, somebody.
Well, it's funny that you say that because
That's crazy.
it's funny that you say that. You said who can afford these cars, right?
Yeah.
So you fall into a category that me and Tony was talking about while we were there.
Yeah.
It's like, to me, I was kind of saying the same thing you're saying. It makes no sense to me that these trucks are getting so high.
Yeah.
Too
So
high, man.
we would look at a nice packaged truck that was it was on the nice side, and you figure, but you remember you at a car show, so like say Ford's for instance. So we walk over to a truck that's obviously not the highest end truck because when you're walking into the area, you see this truck, and then you see all the other Ford trucks that's behind it, and you see how they're getting bigger, shinier. You can just see the difference in the trucks, right? So you walk up to that first truck and you're looking at it and you're like, well, let's see what this truck's like. Even though I know that, I'm looking, I'm like, shit, this isn't the truck I would want. I think I would probably want one of them bigger ones over there. But
Yeah.
we'll start at this one. And man, we looked at them trucks and they was cool. I mean, they would have been. You know what? If you'd have seen it by itself, you'd have been like, this is a nice ass truck. But because we looked in 3-4 other trucks that was after it, that was next level ups, you would think that this truck would be a pretty decent price, and this truck would be sitting there for 60 something $1,000, 69. And I'm like, this is a at this show.
Didn't make any
This
sense.
is the beginning of the trucks.
The entry
At
level. Yeah.
at this show.
Yeah.
For sure you can go get a truck, for lower
Yeah.
at the lot that doesn't have as much in it and stuff. But this truck, was 60 something $1,000. And then when we got done looking at the high end pickup trucks, we were looking at what was the highest, like 89 or something like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
$90,000.
I mean, it was ridiculous.
And it just was ridiculous. It was like,
What's funny about that, or what you're saying is, when I bought my truck, I mean the truck I got now, they were giving $15,000 and $20,000 off of them. That you think you're getting a great deal, but you still paying $50,000 for a truck.
We even
Yeah.
looked at the F-150.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's
That's
crazy.
what I just said.
And they have to
And I
give
still
so
didn't
much.
want that shit.
They still, but I'm saying
Well,
they
you're
still
not a
have to
truck
give
driver.
so much money off of those trucks. So why even start at 65, 70, knowing that you're not going to sell volume trucks, and you used to sell volume trucks? The F-150 was probably the number one truck for a long
and
time.
no, it
in the
is.
show.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not.
it-
It's been the number one selling truck for
Yeah.
going on like 15
Yeah,
years or something like
but
that.
they give up. They give like a ton of money off of them all the time.
But
That's
the
what's
reason why they're the number one truck though is because of
Dependable.
fleets.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess that's true. huh?
It's the most they buy that as fleet. Those are vehicles that businesses buy. And mind you, when you go to Texas and stuff, you see a lot of. I mean, it's funny because here in California, you see a lot. You see that we see a little more. Now I see a lot more Fords,
Yeah.
Dodges. Dodges.
Dodges
But
came up
for
yeah.
a long time, Chevy was like in California. You see a lot of Chevys, a lot of Chevys. And it used to be the opposite when I used to go down to Texas. I saw more Fords than anything. But like I say, it's just crazy that the trucks are so expensive. And I don't know, like you say, you would think that that buying a truck would be something like that's what's the word that you're trying to say? Like I'm trying to say, like when you're you're not trying to be all about show. You're practical.
No.
Like you're
Yeah.
trying to. So it
Trying.
would be like a practical purchase
I-
where
I think-
you can still get some work in.
Mm-hmm.
It's still nowadays they make them where they're nice inside. You still can take the family
Take your
where
family
they need to
put
go
4, 5,
places.
6 people.
But the
in it, yeah.
motherfuckers want to charge you like a house.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
we
the
even,
problem.
we even looked at Ram trucks.
Yeah.
Why
That
do you say it like that? I like Ram trucks.
But
But-
what would you pick though?
Ram is a good looking truck, bro.
yeah, I still would stay with a Ford.
Yeah, so you know.
See now, that's the thing.
Ram is a good looking truck though.
Now check it out.
Yeah, we're
Nice
good
truck.
looking. I'm not a truck guy.
And the Dodge trucks were a lot cheaper than Ford and
No,
Chevy.
the Dodge trucks they can get up there in price too, but they're giving
Yeah.
you a lot more for your money.
yeah.
It's kind
Exactly.
of like Genesis was doing at first when Genesis first started with
Yeah,
their
give you
luxury.
all that.
They were giving you all that for a lower price. Now they're
Yeah.
up there with the
Yeah,
other ones,
yeah.
but Dodge makes a good truck.
Yeah.
Dodge
don't say
makes
they
a
make
good truck.
They make a good truck. It's a good looking truck.
I
But
didn't say it no certain way. I just said
You
But,
did. You
we
said we
looked at-
even looked at Dodge.
Oh, we don't want to excuse.
you know what's funny about that?
Excluding Ram.
And when I bought a truck, because I never thought I would buy a truck. I just didn't see a need. But I kept borrowing Eric's truck all the time. And I said to myself, I'm going to buy me a truck, but I'm only going to buy one truck ever. This is going to be one of them trucks when people say, you still got that truck?
We said that same thing.
You know what I'm saying? You still
what
got
I
that
said.
truck?
That's what I
So
told
I'm going
Tom.
to get the best truck I can get. So I can have that one truck forever.
You pay the prices that they had on those trucks.
Yeah.
That's what I told Tom.
You better be buried in that motherfucker.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
told Tom,
That's
I
what
said,
you
if
get.
I
You
buy
get
one of
one
these
truck.
trucks,
That's
if I
it.
buy one of these trucks, I'm not. That is it. I'm not buying
This
that
gonna be
else,
the
man.
yeah.
If I pay $70,000
400,000 miles on that bad boy, still going.
'Cause
Yeah.
I told Eric when I sat in that Navigator, I started looking around. I said, "Damn, they got what's this marble in this motherfucker? They put
Yeah.
granite."
You know what it kind of reminded me of? It's kind of funny the way that they had these cars set up too, because you could tell. It's like the year I went before, or the year before, 2 years ago, like everything was white.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was white. White was the color that they were going with. This year, the insides were real masculine. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter what brand. For the most part of it, every car you went to, they had what Tony was calling the Hershey brown.
The Hershey chocolate interior.
Everything was Hershey
No
chocolate
peanut butter?
color. You didn't see too much peanut butter. Some of it had peanut butter trim around it, but most of it was
A lot of
Hershey brown. But it reminded you of like when you go into a man's office, like when
Or
these
with
nice
the brown leather.
these real nice office that
Yeah.
people have set up. And I don't know, for some reason I kept thinking about cigar boxes and because that's what it made you think of.
Yeah, it was like an espresso, like
Yeah.
uh,
A dark brown like that.
real
kinda
dark brown, but
rich.
it just.
But it looked real rich. It looked real nice, and everybody had that color.
That's-
Everybody,
yeah, a lot
every
of
car you
cars
went
had that.
into, from the cheaper cars. I'm not saying call them cheaper because all them cars were fucking expensive, but you could sit in a Toyota or whatever we. Oh, the first thing we noticed, and these cars ain't cheap by no means, but the Buicks. We first started with the Buicks,
Yeah.
and me and Tone was sitting in these Buicks, and these Buicks were like, he turned this into a car show, but these Buicks, they were nice. These were nice ass Buicks.
Man, they
some
trying to
nice
come
ones.
up, man. They ain't trying to be behind.
Well,
no more.
they trying to appeal to a younger audience group now, and the
Yeah.
cars were nice.
Right.
Cars were nice,
Ain't
bro.
your parents' Buick, not the ones that they had.
That's the
down there.
commercial say, right? Ain't you?
Ain't
Hey,
your parents' Buick.
I
They
know.
need to.
yeah.
If they want to get that young crowd, they need to. All they got to say is, "This is not your parents' Buick," and
Yep.
they be like, "Damn,
There was a couple of vehicles that I
it
seen.
was clean."
There was a couple of vehicles that were surprisingly. Buick had one that was I'm not. It was a Regal.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Regal that had the Brembo brake pad brake
Yeah.
calipers on it. And it
Yup.
was
Dang.
that bad boy was clean, and there was a couple of vehicles like that I kept catching Tony sitting up in, shivering like he was about to nut and shit.
Damn.
Hey, sometimes
He was all up in there rubbing the stick shift like, ooh, I like this.
I ain't do all
Shit.
that. I might have done that on that Navigator though.
That Navi was nice.
You gonna have to bury me in that motherfucker. I ain't giving that.
That Navi was nice,
shit.
but I told him I don't want to buy nothing. This next time around, I ain't buying nothing that nobody can borrow because they need more room.
Yeah.
I need to borrow. Can I borrow that to take to the
Mustang.
to the airport to pick up people? I got my folks.
That
No.
GT.
No.
But that Mustang was nice, man.
Yeah, that GT was nice, man. I mean, that was like. Matter of fact,
I really did
didn't
like that
see no
Mustang.
Cadillacs.
That's what I thought about that after I got home. Cadillac wasn't there.
Cadillac wasn't there, and then but we
Cadillac
spent a
wasn't
lot of time in that Lexus area because they had the like
GMC.
like to call the Black Panther car.
Damn.
Yeah, that car from Black Panther was there. But the GMC, they made it. I mean, that was purposely not done then because GMC was there, so that's the reason why they made. Cadillac not being there was a choice they decided not to bring. Maybe Cadillac just ain't. Cadillac's hurting right now.
I believe it.
Consumer Reports is got them real low on the list with.
Well,
They
all
got
the
a lot of
cars,
issues.
I don't even think they got a low line, do they? They just got everything is
No, because it's
midline and above. Like, I mean, starting at like 35,000, 40,000 and above. They have no low line, right? No,
Nah, but
no $20,000
they're not
car.
a low. Yeah, they're called GMCs. They're called. I mean,
They call
think about
Ford.
it. Think about it. No,
Ford own all that, right? They own Cadillac.
no, GMC owns all that. That's all
GMC?
Chevy.
What?
Why you think the
For
Denali
some
look?
rea-
Why do you
for
think the
some reason,
Suburban,
I
the
thought
Denali,
that-
and the
I thought
Cadillac are all the
Ford owned
same?
Cadillac and what's the name? I thought Ford owned them.
Escalade looks just like a Suburban. Why would you say that?
I don't know why I thought that Ford owned Cadillac. For
Nah.
some reason, I thought Ford owned Cadillac.
You
Yeah.
know, I mean, if you look at the vehicles,
Yeah.
Chevy has.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, Sam, but I just thought Ford.
No,
Ford had
it's-
bought out so many doggone companies. Man, they was running around there with everything for a minute. So I just
No,
thought Ford owned
Chevy's
it.
always been. I mean, Cadillac's always been owned by GMC.
But they need to do some work because Chevy's having some problems. I think. In my eye, I'm looking at those cars. They don't look as appealing to me as they used to.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good looking. I'm trying to think of the Chevy cars that save them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
They
sure
trucks
they
used
do.
to.
They do, and they still do well with their trucks.
yeah.
They still. I mean, they still got because people who buy Chevy trucks.
Love Chevy trucks.
Yeah,
and they just
exactly.
buy Chevy
and they
trucks.
still
Yeah.
they're always
Yeah.
gonna buy Chevy
Yeah.
trucks. So they Chevy does all right with that. The
Yeah,
Impala-
my
we sat in
intention
that,
was to buy one.
we
yeah.
sat in that Impala. The Impala was nice.
Yeah.
Remember we sat in that Impala? I mean, I don't know if I wouldn't buy one, but it was
I'm
nice.
not buying no Impala.
It ain't that nice, huh?
I mean,
No,
we
it's just-
sat,
it's
we
just-
even sat on that one of the Lincoln
Huh?
4-door sedans.
Oh, you talking about the town car, the Lincoln Town
yeah,
car?
they had that weird. They had a handle.
The handles up at the
handles
top.
are weird.
The Lincoln
like
Town
right by
car
the
was
window.
nice. The
Like-
Lincoln Town car was nice.
It was clean.
It was one of them things that like Tone was a good example of the reaction to the town car. When we first walked up to it, Tone was like, I don't know, right?
Yeah.
And I was, truthfully, I had seen it already,
Mm-hmm.
so I had kind of had an opinion about it. I actually seen one when I was on vacation this summer, and it would look nice. This one we walked up to, I wasn't for sure. I would like Tone, I don't know. Then we
No.
got to it, started fucking around, sat in it, fucking with them door handles and shit. All of a sudden, we was like, I don't know. And then it was funny because we walked away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And Tone turned around, he kind of looked at it.
Yeah,
He
look
says,
at it again.
that motherfucker kind of clean, though. I don't know. that
seen
bitch kind
I
of
seen
clean.
that side profile, and then
Man,
the
I was
grill
like,
was cool.
I was like, ooh.
The front grill was clean. It's
Yeah.
because Lincoln has
It's
that.
classy.
Yeah, Lincoln has that with their new cars, sedans. They got the way they put the rear
Mm-hmm.
looks kind of weird. It doesn't. I don't like it. But then they put a nice grill on this one, and then just the way they changed up
and-
the
and-
handle.
And the way the door handle makes the sound. How's it go?
It just
When you open it, go. It makes the old school sound, like when you close the door and shit.
and then
it's clean.
And then you sit in it, and it's pretty nice. Interior is nice. Everything. I was like, man,
No door handles on the inside. You
Oh,
just
shit.
push the button and the door pops out.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
I
kind
was-
of clean. It was clean.
Yeah, I'm glad. You know what?
It was clean,
I'm
it was
glad.
clean.
I'm glad I went in there because then I get to see all the crap they got out.
You get to see a lot of stuff that you wouldn't see just
Yeah.
driving past the car. When you drive past the car, it just doesn't give it to justice. You know, the cars that look good when you drive past them, when you drive past a car, you're like, ooh, that's clean.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a nice looking car. Okay, I give it to them. But there's some cars that you might not appreciate until you get up on it and you see the detail in the car. You see some of the stuff and it makes you start thinking, you know what, this is a nice car.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I'm glad they let people at least get inside.
they let you, these cars right here,
They had fingerprints
they're gonna be selling these cars hella cheap. Cause they had little kids jumping all in them, pushing buttons, and
Yeah, there was kids all up in them mugs just taking pictures.
so I know them
and
cars
shit.
gonna have a good price on them when they.
Yeah, yeah, polished.
Time for them to go.
That was a good day. It was the last day too. I was like,
Shit.
But other
Yeah,
than
yeah,
that,
so-
it was cool.
When
Then
y'all,
we
when
had
y'all was
some
out
beers.
there doing the car thing, I was just watching TV, man. I just seen some just crazy shit on TV. That's all I seen. But I think I don't know if y'all got a chance to see the game. Shit, yeah, you watch the game, E?
What game?
The Lakers in Houston.
That was Saturday night, wasn't it? Or
Yeah,
it was
I
Saturday
mean, I
night.
didn't do. I said I didn't do much this weekend. I just watched TV.
Yeah, I
So,
watched it. I watched it.
what do you think about LeBron and his start?
So, I mean, I before all the hype and stuff, I figured that they adding LeBron James and you got a ways to go.
Yeah,
You gotta, you still gotta play. Y'all gotta get together and figure out, who does what and get to playing together. So, but then I, like most people, that I bought into the hype with all the stuff going on, and even though they hadn't won,
mm-hmm.
everybody was hyping up the home opener, and so I got hype on it and got to believing that these kids, was gonna play. Then the game started, and I seen these niggas wasn't gonna play. I mean, I ain't gonna say that. They just, you get to see that they young
Yeah,
and they got a little ways to go still.
yeah. They
Before
better
you-
than I thought, though. Don't you think?
No, because you know what? Truthfully,
Yeah.
you were saying something that is true that I didn't think was true then,
Mhm.
and now after watching them these last couple of games, now I believe with you. I think it was you that was saying that you didn't think Ingram was that good. He was okay, but he's not that good. Was that you that said that?
Yeah, I just think
And
he
I'm
needs to come
thinking that-
along. Yeah,
and
he
I'm
still got
thinking
a way
the
to go.
same thing now.
Yeah,
At first, I thought he was better than what he is, and now I'm watching him.
yeah.
Watching him because I need him to step up because
Yeah.
he's gonna be one of them key players, and I'm like, ugh, I don't want to put that money on him because
Yeah, he's just not consistent enough yet.
So
You know.
it goes back to the Magic Johnson interview
Hmm.
on First Take last week. Did you see it?
No, I didn't say it. What he said?
So he was kind of pumping up Ingram. He was pumping up Ingram and Kuzma, right?
Right.
And people were kind of saying that because he was saying that Ingram was, they're like, name one of the young people that you really believe is gonna this and that, and he's like, Ingram. Ingram's really gonna be the future. This and that. Ingram. He's pumping up Ingram, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the people were saying that the reason why he's doing that is for trade. He's trying to hype him up where everybody's Ingram, building him up.
Yeah.
You build him up, everybody has an interest in him. Even though, everybody knows who he is,
Yeah.
but you build him up like that. Then it's funny because a lot of times people repeat what they hear.
Mm-hmm.
They're repeating what they hear on First Take at work, at the gym, at the so-and-so. They're repeating it.
Yeah.
And
then
so they're repeating the
gets
same
legs
thing.
and starts.
So all of a
growing.
sudden,
Yeah.
Ingram's the second best on the team.
Yeah.
And now they're able to get some trade value for him. Because remember, you still got to remember Anthony Davis is sitting over there
Yeah.
with the Pelicans, and he's going to be a free agent next year. And even though I think he's made it clear that he's probably going to leave. He's leaving New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes sense for New Orleans, if they know they're going to lose him, to
Get
trade him.
something. Yeah. Get something.
So if you're getting an Ingram, which has the potential to be one of the better players in the, he's young. That sounds like something you could start with. You'd be like, you know what? We'll take Ingram and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll give you Anthony Davis for that year. And then because his people that represent him is LeBron James,
Mm-hmm.
now they work with that once they get him. So it makes you wonder.
Yeah, I just think they're a little bit more competitive than I thought they was going to be. I really didn't think they would be as competitive. I think LeBron, you said something to me before, LeBron's ability to take a team and make them better is showing already. I just don't think, like I told you before, I don't know what spot I don't think they're going to end up in. I think they might make the playoffs, but is it worth it being an 8 seed or 7 seed and dealing with Golden State and Houston? I don't know. I don't know if it's better just to keep trying to get the
because
camaraderie.
either way you're not going to the finals.
Yeah.
You're not winning it. So truthfully, what they're going to do is we're not getting the number one choice. We're not getting another number one draft.
Yeah.
So you play you get as far as you can, and you look at it as we got that far.
Yeah.
If you don't make the playoffs, that's not good.
But and for me, the most interesting thing was the fight, bro. I think I
Well,
think
before you get to
myself-
the fight, I want to say that it can lead into the fight. I already knew this, but it just really made me, because I was paying attention to it so much in this game for some reason. I just really hate watching Houston play.
me too. So
James Harden, he
it's
just
too
as good
much.
as he is, he just slows the game down. So it's just you can't cover him because he's a master at getting the contact, and it's just everything. It's a foul.
Mm-hmm.
It's every 3 seconds is the whistle's fucking blowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how can you? You can't even get into the game. The momentum is stopped every minute or two. It's just like another foul.
I'm not a fan of the intentional diving into a player and getting contact and throwing the ball up. I think if you create any contact, that should be offensive foul. I've never been a fan of that.
There was a time when it seemed like it was used enough, where people did it at the right time, and I understood when they did it, to get, and it worked good. But it seems like now, just him and he does it all the time. Chris Paul does it the other.
Mm-hmm.
The little time that he doesn't do it, Chris Paul's doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and it just takes away from the excitement of a game. So you got Houston, which is a great team, against the against the Lakers, which is supposed to be the Showtime team, and and then you take into consideration that's also LeBron James' boy.
Yeah.
That it's going to be an exciting game, and it ain't that. until
Well, it started out being pretty good. It was pretty good.
it wasn't.
It wasn't a great game, but it was pretty good. It was moving along.
I didn't think so.
But my thing is this though. I mean, like I said, I know you hold me up on the fight. We're playing basketball, and I just think you're a nasty motherfucker to spit on somebody. That's just some nasty shit.
So when I first seen it,
Yeah.
and when I say first seen it, I mean when I watched it during the game, and then watched it 50 times after the game when they kept playing it over and over and over again after the game.
Mm-hmm.
I did not see Rondo
Uh-huh.
spit on him.
You didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it. I just didn't see it. I woke up the next morning and was on Instagram, and for some reason, everything was so much clearer to me on there. And it wasn't so much that I saw Rondo do it, but I did see the reaction from CP when he got spit on. So you see CP go like what the fuck? And I was like, did he spit on him or was it accident?
Like it slipped out of his mouth. This, that, yeah.
But then the way Rondo did it, the way he spit on him and then turned his head like sideways, like he ain't even looking at him, made it seem like, you know what, you was a little dirty because you
Dirty,
because
nasty motherfucker, dog.
and I was feeling sorry for Rondo at first. I was one of the people that was saying Rondo got the short end of the stick. He was minding his own business. Rondo went over there and spit on the nigga.
And he did. And so you could expect nothing less than Chris Paul to react the way he reacted. And Brandon Ingram was he was pissed off because he hit him with the charge move to go
Okay.
to the hole, right? And
So-
then he come out and
Okay,
he
we speak
get pissed
on
off.
we speak on
Chris Paul first?
No, speak on
Brandon Ingram?
we'll speak on Ingram first.
Okay.
So Ingram overreacted.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then he focused his energy, his anger on the wrong person. He
Mhm.
jumped on the ref,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that, why not finish it up with Harden? You pushed Harden.
Yeah.
So keep it with Harden, but then he went and jumped in the ref's face, which you can't do. So
And then he hit Chris Paul. That's the crazy
yeah, but
part.
that's later, okay. Then we get to the Chris Paul thing. Yeah, what are you supposed to do? Somebody spits if he spit in your face, what are you supposed to do? So you're gonna swing.
Hell yeah, you go
Okay,
swing.
but
He didn't.
but he didn't swing.
Yeah.
But he didn't swing.
No, Rondo
He's-
came first.
He stuck his finger
like
all
pushed
up in
it,
his
yeah.
eye.
Yeah.
And so just like when you spit on somebody, what do you expect? When you sticking your finger all up in my eye,
Yeah.
you gotta expect that this right is about to come.
Ooh, boy.
So I don't know what he was thinking about. I guess he just thought Rondo wasn't gonna hit him while I stick my finger all up in your eyeball.
That's crazy.
Cause he had his finger all deep off.
Yeah, he was just like that.
Like I'm like this nigga, cause he had his finger so deep off in his eye that he was pushing all up in his eye, and I was thinking to myself before Rondo did anything, I was like, damn, he just gonna let the nigga mush him like that,
Mush him in
and
your
then
eye.
Rondo hit him,
Oh, and he connected.
and then he hit him, and then you got the Ingram, everybody grabbing body, Ingram runs in and throws a punch, and I don't even know if he got a clean punch. We can't even tell where he landed that, if it landed at all. But it brings me to the first question. What do you think about LeBron James grabbing CP and taking CP off to the side? Like his, and not actually like being with his, people can, it can look like you're not with your team.
It can.
Diffusing.
I would
Yeah,
have
but
to
it-
say
but-
I would
but-
have to say that, if it's my boy, we hang out and he's on another team, I have probably more of a concern for my partner than maybe I do for those who are not my partner. So I can understand him grabbing CP saying, "Don't go any further than this. He's a president, any basketball. He's a players president.
Union. Yeah,
Yeah. So all this other stuff. So he's basically saying, "Come on, Chris, man, you represent us. Pull back. I know Rondo
yeah, I
spit
think
on
you put in a lot. I don't think he's thinking all that right there.
He might
He
not
probably
be,
pulling
but
back and say, "You don't
I'm
wanna get
pulling
hit
back.
again."
Yeah. That might be
You
one
want
of
to
these
go in there
niggas.
for a two-piece?
Yeah, well, Rondo got you kind of good, bro. I'm trying to save you.
CP,
Nah,
CP came
maybe.
out with the uppercut,
Yeah,
though. He got him with the
CP came,
uppercut.
I thought he
He
had
came
one
back with the
low.
uppercut, but he caught a couple. He caught a couple. Spike, spike.
I seen that first initial one.
What I'm saying is,
Yeah,
what,
you're right though. It kind of seemed like you
what
ain't
I'm
with your
saying-
team when
what
you,
I'm saying
you
is-
helping other dude.
what I'm saying is, especially with the Lakers. Remember last year, Ball didn't run to his remember was it his yeah
Somebody who got to fight.
yeah
with,
he didn't he didn't run to go help.
And he's on the court, right?
He's on the court. He
Yeah,
just
coulda-
walked away, walked back to the thing while they were all fighting on the court, and everybody gave him a hard time. So then, from that point on, he was always there in the middle. And my thing is, at what point do you say, okay, I'm not riding with my team, I'm with my boy? Because remember, this is one of those things that LeBron James, he's already got issues where people don't want to play with him because, you have to change your whole style of ball when you play with him.
Yeah.
And then when you play with him, everything goes through him. And then on top of that, they make him even more separate from the rest of the team, because he's an elite player and stuff. When we all fight, this motherfucker,
Well,
he with the other team.
the funny part about what you're saying is that if he grabs Chris Paul and somebody grabs Brandon Ingram and somebody grabs Rondo, there ain't nothing going on no more, right? So you would think somebody would have tried to grab him from Houston and try to grab Chris Paul. But Chris Paul is, he ain't the most liked player in the world either. So
Yeah,
maybe them dudes
well, we
was probably
seen
like,
that.
maybe them
But
dudes
what
was
I'm
probably
saying-
like, man, let him go.
What I'm saying is like I think the move would have been, and who knows what happens. I mean, Chris Paul was right there for him to grab, so it made it a little easier. But
Yeah.
it seemed like the move would have been to stand between them, kind of
Grab
push
Rondo
them,
and push
kind
him
of push him
back,
out the
yeah,
way,
like-
but still be on your team side.
Yeah.
And be like, fuck no, ain't none of this shit going down, But it almost seemed because he damn near made out with CP after he's hugging him and stuff, taking him off the side, gave him a hug and shit, saying, and it's kind of like, wait a minute, bro, you
Yeah.
can't be hugging them
It does
motherfucker
look a
and
little
shit.
suspect. I ain't gonna sit there and say it doesn't.
I know it's
But-
your boy and shit, but we supposed to be a team, and it's something. If we plan on being this team that we supposed to be, I gotta know that you riding for me just like I'm riding for
Yeah.
you.
I swing, you swing. That's how it's supposed to
Exactly.
be. Yeah, but
And that's what Ingram was doing.
yeah,
As much as wrong as Ingram was through this whole thing, is overreacted and everything. That's what he did.
yeah,
His,
that's pretty much.
when he saw Rondo swinging, that motherfucker got loose. Because remember, Lance Stevens, was it Lance that had him? I think Lance
One of them,
had.
yeah,
I think
him back
Lance
over
had
in
him
the-
pushed
in
over
the
there,
front
and
court.
and
Yeah.
shit, he got past Lance and ran back over there and came through swinging hard. He wasn't swinging no shit that would look like he was trying to knock a nigga out. He been watching all that shit on Instagram. He want all that smoke. Nigga, this big want all that smoke.
But the bottom line is, you look at it, they got CP for 2 games, they got Rondo for 3, and they got Brandon Ingram for 4. So I don't
we
think that
sports. We did enough sports.
I don't think that was gonna matter anyway.
We probably done lost our 3 listeners that we had.
That's what I did. So
Hang on, man. Before you go to another topic, let me see what we talking about. I might not want to talk about what you talking about.
All you gotta say is no.
all you got to say is no.
All right, go ahead. What you talking about?
No, shit. I was just talking about what you was talking about. Tone, man. What you listening to
Oh,
right
it's
now,
me?
bro?
As far as new music,
Yeah.
Khalid just came out with his new album.
Who's that, Tone?
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
but I did hear him talking
Man,
about
y'all
it earlier.
some motherfuckers, man. Y'all want me to
No,
research
no.
shit?
I just want you to tell me what he sung, and I should know.
He sings like he came out with the Young Dumb,
Oh boy. I know who you're talking about.
Young Dumb, and he came out
It's
with
funny. I remember that song.
Yeah.
But I don't remember that song.
that
You know
boy.
what I'm saying?
That
I
boy can
don't-
sing.
I don't know him. But what you played, did I just fuck up something?
Nah, you good.
What you played earlier though, I like. I mean, that was a good vibe. I just don't know the dude. I don't know him from nothing.
I didn't think he was a singer. I thought dude was a rapper.
Nah, he sings.
The dude with that
I don't know.
Young Dung, whatever. I thought he was a
Wasn't- I
rapper.
thought that was a
sing
rap
rapper.
song. Yeah,
Yeah,
rap
me
song.
too. I thought it was a rap song.
No, he sings on this. Where
Yeah, he sings. I guess he
you
does.
guys been?
Man,
Ah, man,
I
Ricky,
just,
come on, man.
remember the chorus of this. I don't know that
Yeah,
fucking
that's
song.
what all I remember is the chorus.
I don't know the song.
Y'all some.
If the album was good, that's all I'm asking you. That's all I'm trying to find out. Is
You
it
know
good?
that we sitting there, we both eating in the mic right now.
Yup.
Would you recommend the album?
Yeah, of course I would recommend that mug. That mug was clean.
It's an EP. It's got 7 songs on it. It's an EP.
Kanye produced that? 7 songs.
Yeah,
Sun
I don't
City.
know who produced it, but I saw EP on there.
Man, you guys are chewing away.
I just was asking.
Just.
I'm not
Look,
trying to. I'm
look.
not trying to
He's
munch
saying,
you though.
I mean, his first album was American Teen. That did good. I mean, it's
Wait. Don't act like you just all hip to what he been putting out. You been so how
young,
long?
dumb, and broke.
So how long you been
I
a
said
Khalid
young,
fan?
dumb, and stupid.
Exactly. You as bad as me with the Amigos. It's the Migos.
I like it.
My kids tell me all the time, Dad, it's not the Amigos.
It's Migos.
I'd be like the Amigos. Yeah, it's the
Like
Migos.
three-
Because
the three
remember we
of them,
did
the Migos?
we had a whole thing on it.
Of the Migos.
When our
What name of
podcast.
them?
And I said the Amigos the whole time.
You did
The
Amigos.
Amigos. I didn't shit. The Migos. My kids be like, Dad, it's Migos. What the fuck's the difference? Because they don't know how to pronounce it. It's pronounced Amigo.
But Migos is the name of the group, right?
I know.
Okay.
Migos. There ain't no A in front of it.
I just was asking. Do you recommend that this? How you say his name?
Khalid?
Khalid.
Is that how you say
What
it?
the hell?
I just asking, bro.
Is that how you say it?
I just
Khalid.
asking.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Just
Okay.
asking.
Khalid.
You recommend the album?
Khalid.
So I'm
And
gonna
he-
listen to it.
I
And he like
recommend
what-
it because that's my vibe.
I'm gonna listen to
If
it.
you
And you,
in a
and
certain
you,
vibe,
and you say he
you
did the
listen
one
to it.
song, Young, Dung, and Cocky. What was the name of the song?
I would like to put Young, Dumb, and Stupid.
What was it?
What's the name of the song?
Young, Dumb, and Broke.
Oh, what'd you say earlier?
What I say? Young, Dumb, and Stupid.
I don't know what the fuck
Hey,
you said.
Young Doug is stupid.
It was something like that.
I was trying to throw the podcast.
You act like old boy Rihanna or something. I should know who he is.
I don't know who he is.
Y'all crazy. He got hits.
You got hits.
Well, name another hit, because I don't know no hits by him.
We talking.
I don't even know
wait a
if
minute.
Young, Dung, and
We
Stupid
talking,
is a hit.
We talking hits like Ike and Tina, or we talking hits like Michael
Because
Jackson?
you said Young, Dumb, and
'Cause I never
and
heard the dude.
Sassy, and I ain't never
Other
heard
than
that
one
hit.
song.
I don't even know if that's a hit.
Young Doug and Sassy. That's
Yeah.
the track.
No, he's being stupid.
That's what I thought it was called. Young Dumb, and Stupid.
Young, Dumb, and Broke.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Young Dumb.
This is just getting ridiculous. Let's move on.
Does he have another hit?
Let's move
young
on.
folks is gonna just drop
I'm not.
off.
Look,
Let's
look.
move
I'm
on.
not. Hang
He's
on,
only
real quick. I just want to
he's
say
only
this.
on his second album.
Okay, I just want to say.
Okay.
Because I don't want to sound like I'm talking shit.
Yes, you are.
Hang on. I don't know the guy. I
Okay.
don't know Young, Dumb, and
Broke.
I just remember hearing about it, and I might have heard.
Dumb,
Yeah, I might have heard. Nigga, shut up. Nigga singing it.
Sing it.
Sing it.
Sing you bitch.
Fuck you.
Anyway,
Fuck you.
anyway,
Just say it like that, dog.
real quick. I just want to say that what you played earlier, we listened to like 3 or
Right.
4 of the
That
songs,
was the second
was good.
album.
It sounds like something I would listen to.
was
So
real good.
that's why I don't want to sound like I'm talking shit, because it sounds good. I just don't know the
Same.
I'm
motherfucker.
gonna listen. I got the album. I'm about
I ain't
to
gonna say he
listen
can
to
sing. He just got some nice
That
music.
boy can sing.
He all right.
He boy can sing.
it. Oh my God.
He all right.
You guys never listened to Love Lies
Nope.
with Normani?
With who?
Normani?
Fuck is Normani?
That's one. This chick. Yeah.
I like when this nigga be talking to us like we. He's saying
be
it like
asking all these
he's
damn
saying it all
questions.
normal and shit.
Y'all need to be in the vibe.
Hey, we be
I'm
asking
sorry,
all
we
these
ain't hanging out with that
goddamn
nigga with the hookah lounge and shit.
Yeah.
This nigga at the hookah lounge.
That's what I need. I need to hang out with them.
questions. Yeah, you over there
Anyway,
we asking hella questions for
I
no
need- I need
reason,
some-
Tone.
I
Shit, we
need-
trying to
I
get
need some-
educated.
all right. So from here on out, that's gonna be my homework. So I'm gonna listen to Sharif when I
Khalib.
oh, didn't that nigga
See.
just fight?
Disrespect.
What's his name? Didn't that nigga just win
Oh, disrespect.
welterweight champion? That nigga can fight. He can sing too.
This guy's from Texas.
Damn.
Wait, I'm gonna listen to the album, Tom. I'm gonna listen.
I'm gonna download it.
I'm downloading, listen to that bad boy.
But I am on that. What's that? Travis Scott and Drake shit.
Which one?
Oh, that new song they
That's
got.
Sicko Mode.
Yeah, I ain't listening to that.
Who's
That's
Nice?
good.
Good. That's actually pretty good.
All right,
I ain't
yeah,
a Travis Scott fan, but that
I ain't-
that beat's hard.
I don't know one Travis Scott song,
Drake is everywhere. He's even doing shit with
but
Latin
I hear
folks.
he's good though.
Well, we gonna know.
I know
That
he
boy
got
good.
Don't he got Adidas?
Not
Travis Scott
anymore.
signed with Adidas,
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
Damn.
he? Oh, he was.
No, I mean that was Drake. I should say.
I thought Travis Scott was.
Travis Scott was. I think he just
Yeah.
came out with a shoe, right?
I thought so.
Yeah, but
I
he
seen a
had
post with his shoes
no,
on.
Travis Scott is with Nike, ain't he?
I thought he
No.
was with
I thought
Adidas.
it was-
though.
Because he had
Adidas.
the blue Jordan Retro 4.
In the softball. Yeah, he
That was
did.
Travis Scott.
But I thought he was signed with Adidas first.
Oh wow. Yeah, yeah.
So you need to look that up.
That bad boy was clean. Yeah,
no.
I remember.
All I know, we sound real old right now.
Yeah, because the last the Jordan 4 came out.
Yeah, and it was
The
Travis
blue one.
Scott. That blue one.
But then he used to have them ugly ass Adidas.
He
Oh, that's
probably
Jeremy
did.
Scott.
I don't know. What the
Who's
fuck
Jeremy
that is.
Scott?
I don't know.
Who had the Adidas with the big wings on them and shit like
Oh
that?
shit.
That was him, wasn't it?
Them ugly ass. With
Oh,
the
it's
wings
Jeremy
on.
Scott, I think.
No, I don't.
Who the fuck is
know.
Jeremy? I don't even know who these people
Who
are.
the fuck is Jeremy?
I don't know. I have no idea who the hell that is.
Go ahead. Go ahead and just munch. Oh, crunchy munch.
I'm
That
like,
sound
who
like
the
some
fuck
old
is that?
motherfuckers, man.
Why you talking about shit we don't know? Damn, it's right there.
I'm
Jeremy
trying to
Scott's
educate.
shoes. Yep, Jeremy Scott's with Adidas.
Trying to-
Okay.
Remember those Adidas right there, them ugly ass?
Oh shit. Them is ugly as fuck.
You remember you see pictures of them before?
I seen a cat at the barbershop wearing some the all black ones, I think,
Uh-huh.
With the wings on them?
with the wings on them.
Who the fuck wears some shit like that?
That motherfucker.
Was he black?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but he was light skinned, I know.
Nope.
Bullshit. You said that way too quick.
Nope.
Hey, you,
That
He wasn't
mother-
light skinned.
Nope.
He was one of y'all, I know.
No.
They
so
know.
wait a minute,
I ain't see- hey.
wait a minute.
Nope.
I'm just asking, bruh. So you said he wasn't Howard Hewitt.
Man,
He
that
said he
dude
wasn't
was
Prince.
that dude was crack pepper.
He full of shit, man.
I'm telling you.
That's
What's
shoe
the other
got-
one he always talking about?
Man.
His other
They
dude.
always
He
talking
got
about
one more.
Christopher. Don't
Christopher
bring that,
Williams,
Don't
there you
bring that
go.
nigga up, man, because he gets a chance to say that every.
I ain't say nothing.
That's his boy.
I ain't say nothing.
That's
just-
his
just-
boy.
just
That
remember.
shoe got beige written all over it.
They
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I don't believe you.
It said burnt almond.
We
Man
don't believe you.
Came in there, had that bullshit on there, and I was just looking at him like, am I for real? He got
Told
wings
you,
on that shit.
We don't believe you.
That's all right.
You know,
I was there.
You know what I was thinking about? I was driving down the road the other day and I heard this song by Will Smith. I'm a nice guy, I think it was, but he was like basically rapping about people dissing him. And I was thinking, I was like, oh my God, man, this dude, this people who don't know Will Smith doesn't know that the kid's got some ability. I mean, I've heard some of the new stuff he did on YouTube and all that other stuff, but I was thinking, man, that boy still could spit. And I know he don't get the respect that's due, but I was just thinking about, you know,
Well, 'cause he's
something
Fresh
you was telling
Prince.
about that you know, the what's it called, a red table, round table, or something you were saying you were listening to with Jada Pinkett. His wife has got a show and he was on there. So
Oh,
I was like
she's,
thinking about that. I was like, man, I got to ask Tone about that.
The red table or something.
Red
It's a Red
Table,
Table,
yeah,
right?
it was on it's Facebook.
Is this
Yeah, I
Facebook?
think
That's
it's
what
a
it is.
Facebook thing.
But she's
like a
got a little
Facebook
show,
channel.
right? And he was on there, right?
Yeah, he had
It ain't little no more.
no, he had
Oh.
the whole family there.
It's the
Dang.
second season, like everybody's.
He had
It's a, what's it
Jada-
on?
I don't know.
It's
I
like
just-
an
I just
Oprah
seen it.
Winfrey
I
show.
ju-
Some shit.
It's on OWN?
It's on
It's on
Facebook,
something.
right? It's
Oh,
a
okay.
Facebook channel.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a Facebook
But
channel.
I thought I seen a show. I thought
I
you
thought it
could
was. I
pull
thought it was
yeah.
actually on
Yeah,
a network.
It's on the
picked it up
network
or something. I thought.
Yeah, yeah.
If y'all know.
I don't. I'm just talking outside of my neck.
So what you hear? I mean, you were saying something.
Nah, he
going
was just
down with
he was talking to Jada, and Willow was there, and Jada's mom was there, and
You say Willow like you know him.
you know.
You ain't chested the child
no,
test,
no,
is you?
I'm-
Okay, I just want to make sure.
don't want to bring up the
you like
I don't
you
want
know,
to bring the
liking
light-skinned
little
part,
kids. Like,
but
Oh, you saying it's a beige connection, bro? That motherfucker say he don't want to bring up the light
I
skin
mean, I
part
wanna
because
bring
they
my
light skin, he
but
light
this
skin.
is-
Oh, yeah.
They all hang out at the same spots.
Oh yeah,
Go to the same church.
yeah. Get they tanned at the same place.
See it at the Starbucks. Get my camera.
Be shopping at the Banana Republic together.
Yeah. What was
know.
he saying?
No, he was telling the story about how he was, he just became the Fresh Prince on the show. You know, he thought he was a little big time, and he was going to, I think he was going to the set of, was it Different World? He was actually supposed to meet Jada that day, and he wound up meeting, what's his name, Cherie.
His ex-wife.
Yeah, his ex-wife Cherie, and then they wind up together, and then turn around and all that stuff. It was pretty interesting. I was like, damn. It was funny the way he said it. He was like, hey, I'm the Fresh Prince,
So hey, so I was listening to a podcast today. Who was it? Fucking. It had to come to me because I don't want to talk about this shit without giving them, a shout out. But they were talking. It's funny you say that because they was talking about different situations like dating you. So you break up with your girl, and is it okay to like date her friend? Like so like you and your girl break up, and then all of a sudden you hook up with your ex girl now your ex girl's friend. So is it okay? And then it went into other things too. It went into like, is it okay to mess with? Is it okay for your girl to start dating one of your friends?
I think that's here's the thing. It's a definite no in my book, but what? It's the hard part that people can't pick who they want, they fall in love with or be with. They always say that. You prefer that not to happen, but it has happened to people. You know what I mean? And you see that couple as a better couple than you ever were with that person or whatever. So, I mean, I wouldn't shit, nigga. I'd be ready to fight every time I seen them.
Me? My thing is, this is me.
That's hard.
I hear what you're right, what you're saying. You can't choose who you fall in love with. I agree. But there's a starting point for everything. And the starting point is where the problem comes in at. Because if I break up with my girl and Tone starts dating my girl, I gotta think about, first of all, it's not gonna happen. I just can't, that's the bad, I can't even imagine. But I'm saying it's got a starting point. It's got a starting point somewhere.
And you gotta wonder.
So you gotta wonder, where did this start?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when was my girl looking at you like that? And y'all were like, when I was outside turning ribs, y'all was inside like, y'all can't see me right now, but I'm.
Yeah, I was supposed to be next to you with a bottle of beer.
Yeah, but you're like, hey, I'm
Bullshit.
gonna go inside and get us another beer. And while I'm inside getting another beer, y'all looking at each other like, man, if I didn't have him, y'all both saying it. If we didn't have him, we'd be, because you got to wonder where it starts at. Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't even know how we got on that, but
You talking about the Jada Pinkett?
oh, Jada Pinkett.
Yeah.
So it just made me, because they was talking about the first question was, is it ever okay to date your ex-girl's friend? Now, at first they started out as like her girl, so it was like her girl, and then as they got into it, it was more like a girl that she knew.
Yeah.
But
Wait a minute.
Nah.
First of all, it's one of those things where, okay, how did you guys break, or how was the breakup? Was it rough?
Oh, yeah,
Was
but,
it amicable? Was it like, oh, that's,
I don't know if that even matters.
But yeah, I don't
or
even
is
think
it,
that matters.
is there space,
Like,
is there
shit, come on,
space in
man.
between the last time you hung out with her? Be like, oh, I just know her.
But if you
Yeah,
know
I
that's your girl's, girl,
Right.
Yeah, that shit.
it's kind of like, and one of the things that they said that made a lot of sense was, and they were in New York, so you know what, it had to be the It had to be that. What was the weird? What was it called? The weirdest podcast. What they called? The weirdos.
Yeah, idiots. That
No,
one.
no, no. That podcast that they liked one of
Oh,
those
the
things,
weird-
the
the,
weirdos or
weird-
something like that. Weirdest podcast, weirdo podcast. Shout out to them. They were in New York, I think. So they were saying that they were all they were. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So she was saying one of the people was saying that Brooklyn is big enough
Mhm.
where it just makes no sense. And
To have to
same
date,
way,
yeah.
it makes no sense for me to date my girl's girl. There's too many women out. There's too many people out
there's
there.
way too many.
Why? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it might.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, even though as a guy, as a man,
Uh-huh.
you always think to yourself, you can never turn down something
Yeah.
because you feel like if I turn this down, you don't know when the next one might
When
be
the
coming.
next one, yeah.
But you gotta remember that you live. You get some stuff you have to turn down. There's gonna be others.
Most definitely. I mean,
Yeah, but we only know that. when you
'Cause I'm
get-
like him.
We only know that when we get older.
yeah. I mean,
When
but
you're young,
yeah,
you're like,
you're young, you're stupid.
Fuck
But you
it.
know,
You're more in the moment.
But you also know you're doing something wrong when
Right,
you're younger.
right.
You do, but you don't care. You're in the moment. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not thinking in the long run. When you're young, you never think
yeah.
in the long run.
I just think
You're like,
it's
fuck it.
yeah, you're right.
Well, and another thing you
right.
would say, I'm taking it as you and that person have a relationship. I don't know, say it's 6 months, 4 months, 5 months. I don't know. You have some sort of relationship. You have established yourself as a couple. People see you as a couple. Now, if you and somebody just hook up one time and then you figure out, hey, I'm just hook up. I ain't fucking with you really. And then you fuck with a friend. I wouldn't consider that a relationship. I would probably say that's not the same thing.
But
You know,
see, hold on real quick. Oh, the Weird Podcast.
The Weird Podcast.
Yeah,
so
shout
shout
out
out to
to
them.
them.
I don't want to
Yeah, shout out to them.
taking a topic and
Yeah, but you know what the thing is when you're young and you tend to, you're in a town, right?
Yeah.
So New York, but
Mhm.
you just pick a spot that you always go to, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a spot that you always go to, and everybody goes there that you know. Somebody knows somebody. You're trying to tell me the same girl that go through that spot, say the club or whatever.
She meets some
You're
partners.
you're
yeah.
bound.
Yeah, she meets some partners. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's not the same thing.
That's
though.
not the same thing.
I hear
though.
what you're
As a
saying.
relationship,
That's not the
that's
same
not the same
thing.
as a relationship.
We're saying that this is your girl's girl.
Yeah, like you had a
So
relationship
this is different.
with her.
This
You
is
have a
different. We're not
relationship.
talking about we all go to the same spot, so we've seen each other. We
Yeah,
might
y'all
know
hooked up one
We might
time
know
and-
each other. We
yeah,
might
yeah.
know of each other.
Yeah.
We're talking about like, for
You brought
instance,
it to the barbecue and we kicked it.
like
She was at
for
my
instance,
house.
me and
Yeah.
Kev's girl.
Yeah.
Me and Kev's girls are friends.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't do that.
So it's like
Yeah.
all of a sudden, I mean, it'd be more like if it was 3. Like, so me and Kev are cool, close, and I break up with my girl, and then Kev starts. No, that's not the same. If how does it work? It's if Kev.
I guess the scenario.
I would have to break up. So I would have to break up with my
Yeah,
girl,
if you
and
broke
then
up-
start messing with her friend.
Yeah, well, my girl's friend, which
Yeah.
knows you're like, what the hell?
That's
man?
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because
It's
if it's
not
somebody that you
crazy,
see
but
all the
I
time when you
can't
go out,
do that, bro.
yeah, if it's the one that when you go every time you guys go out, right?
That would just
You
be
just-
awkward as
you're-
hell.
His girl's calling her friend
Right.
out to hang out with you guys, even though she's a third wheel or
That's
comes with somebody else.
Awkward as shit.
And
yo.
every time you go out, or she's been there since all the kids were
Yeah.
born.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
some awkward shit.
That right there, nah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
that can't. But you know what? Nah.
If it's your girl's friend,
Yeah.
and that's established, you know that,
right.
we all know that's her girl.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you know what? You shouldn't fuck with her.
Fun fuck
Yeah,
with her.
You
that's
should-
your
you
girl.
shouldn't fuck with
Yeah,
her.
If that's
should
your
fuck with her.
girl's girl, like
Yeah, it's
that,
your
that's
girl's
my
girl, and basically I'm not with my girl no more. And you know what?
You seen her out
Even though
there.
you fine or whatever,
Yeah.
it ain't work. You know, it's
and
not.
then with
it's
the
just-
headaches that's gonna come along with that.
And it ain't
motherfucker.
right because if it was the other way
Yeah.
around, I'd be like
I'd be
Kevin
ready-
said,
I'd
I'd be
be
ready to
kill him.
fight.
mad as fuck.
I'd be mad as
Mad
fuck.
as fuck. So I'll be ready to kill him for. So I'm not. I'm gonna show mutual respect, and I'm not doing it. That's simple as that.
She fucking around with my boy.
Yeah.
I'd
That's
be
some
mad
shit.
as fuck.
Yeah, we'll kill both of these motherfuckers.
You
They
be
can't
that
even.
dude. You be that dude that went to Chicago.
Oh yeah, the dude went to Chicago and went to dude and what did he do? He kidnapped him,
no,
right?
he
Hit
didn't
him in the head
kidnap
with
him.
something. I thought he
He hit
kidnapped
him
him.
over.
Hit him in
Did
the
we
head with
talk
a-
about that last podcast?
No, we didn't.
No,
Hit him in
that-
the head
that
with a
just happened.
motherfucking crowbar.
Yeah, it with a lead pipe.
Yep.
So he's permanently brain damaged. So
And-
what it is, he broke up.
Cut off his dick.
And cut his
Yes.
dick off.
I mean, I'm sure everybody's heard the story. I guess we say it real quick, just in case somebody listened that didn't. So this guy and his girl, they break up. I don't know who broke up with who, but they broke up. So she gets a new boyfriend
In Florida.
in Chicago.
I thought
Yeah,
we-
she moved.
No.
She moved to
I
Florida
thought she
and got
moved
a
to
new.
Florida and got a new girlfriend.
No. He's from Florida.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
from
The
Florida.
boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend, is from Florida.
Oh, okay.
So I guess she moved to Chicago, whatever, got a new boyfriend.
Right.
So what the ex-boyfriend does is he flies from Florida to Chicago, finds the dude in Chicago, walks up to him with a pipe, hits him over the head with the pipe to the point where he has permanent brain damage now.
Damn.
He falls down to the ground. Then he carves his initials into the guy's leg. And just in case,
That's not enough.
just in case it's not enough for you, since I got the knife out, I might as well. Cuts off the dude's,
Dick.
yes, and throws it over the fence.
I can't even
Ain't
make any jokes.
that a
bro.
motherfucker
Then he
bitch.
Not even
catches the
funny.
Uber back to the airport and
Goes
flies to Atlanta.
Atlanta.
That's some crazy shit.
Now,
And that's some pussy I don't want. To
They
make a
make you
motherfucker
crazy
do
My
that.
man didn't know. Like
It-
you never know.
I'm saying, if it
what
don't
girl
make you go that crazy,
we
dog,
talking
you
about
don't
that
want
guy.
it.
What about
You
the
don't
guy?
want it.
What about the guy who thinks he just found somebody real nice? Like I just
Yeah.
got this new girlfriend.
I
She's so
heard
nice
that.
and stuff. She just went through a rough relationship with the dude.
He's the victim in this.
He
all
got
this.
pictures all on
Yes.
Facebook chilling with the girl.
He didn't.
He
know.
just got the chick.
He just got her, huh?
He did not know. That's the thing. You don't know.
This- my man,
Damn.
my man. Not only is he
Yeah.
brain dead. I mean, he's mentally messed up in the head. Well, I can't say the R word no more, but
Yeah.
because he's,
He said she can't say the R word no
No,
more.
he got
but
knocked
he
in
is,
the head.
but he
He's mentally
dickless,
challenged.
and he also dickless.
Damn. They didn't find his dick?
Nah,
No,
I ain't got no
he
jokes.
ain't putting it back on.
Ah, shit.
You know, you gotta put
No,
that on.
way,
You gotta
yeah,
get that
that's
quick.
immediate.
Throw that on some
So
ice.
that's no. What's the boy's name? Bobbitt. Raina Bobbitt cut
yeah,
his
that's
dick
different.
off and they sewed it back on.
I think it was cold outside that day. That's what say. Didn't they say something about it? It was so
Something
cold
he
that she
say.
threw it out the window.
He did
Yeah.
porn after that. So.
Yeah, that's what I said. He did porn.
I mean, I'm sure they can fix something. They can do something,
Shit.
make it fake, but it won't be the same. But the
Damn.
thing about the thing about it is though. So
Shit.
so
Is that like permanent Viagra?
so
you
do you
need?
think his girl stays with him now?
She better.
No, she's
She
out.
probably ain't though. She probably gonna be out.
She
She
out.
probably first of all she probably like I don't even know this guy like that. I
Yeah.
just
She out.
started messing with the
Yeah,
dude.
if she
Hey,
ain't, she ain't.
Do you think that he could sue him?
Nah.
Her and him?
No.
You're gonna sue. Motherfuckers
Nah.
sue for everything.
You can't sue her.
I mean,
what you gonna sue her?
You can't sue her.
There's
She-
gonna be a lot of lawsuits around here with all
Motherfuckers sue
that
for everything.
bullshit.
Motherfucker
I
California
mean,
sue.
you probably can.
Name her in the lawsuit.
Yeah, but my man didn't know
Did they
that she
win?
had that much drama as far
Atlanta
as
won, didn't they?
X. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a whole different
how's she
game.
supposed to
Oh.
know? How's she supposed to know that the dude was gonna fly out all the way to
Oh, that's the night.
Chicago to get your dick off?
Yeah.
Like he did, like it was a normal day.
Okay, would you rather be brain dead or would you rather be dickless? Would you rather be? I'm not
Shit.
brain dead. What do you call it?
If you
Permanently brain
dead,
damage.
What the hell is it?
Permanently brain damage, or would you rather be dickless?
Oh shit, that ain't even a choice. That's fucked up. No matter which choice.
Yeah, he ain't got no choice. He's both.
Yeah, I mean, that's no matter which choice you take, it's fucked up.
I don't know, man. My
I
thing
guess
is,
I take the brain damage because I might be a chance to get my shit back.
I
know what I'm
feel,
saying?
I feel for
I-
the dude,
yeah,
man. That
yeah, I
motherfucker was
feel- I
just-
feel
It was
bad
just
for
it
old
was just
boy.
a normal day. He's
Yeah, I
probably
feel
all
bad for
That
that.
motherfucker probably going to the barber shop. He
Just going to get a cut. Yeah, whatever it is.
he was probably one of them things. He was like, yeah, he was like, I got this date
Oh,
with this
got
girl.
this badass bitch right here. I'm about
I
to
got
get
this
cool.
date with this
What's
girl.
cool?
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
we're gonna go out. We're gonna have a good
He
time.
probably walk up. Hey, let me holler at you for a minute, my G. What
That's
the
what
fuck?
I'm saying.
I'm just, man.
The thing is,
Yeah.
She probably didn't say nothing to him about some crazy dude she used to be with.
I'm sure
Because once
she-
they say that, I'm like,
I'm cool.
Nah,
I'm
I don't
good.
think
Where,
so.
where he
most
at?
guys
He's in Florida.
Most
Okay, I'm
guys,
cool.
most guys would be like,
He in Florida.
that's too
Yeah, he
bad.
ain't thinking nothing bad.
Yeah,
about
but
that.
you're in
but
Florida.
they play tough, bro. Most guys would be like, I ain't
Oh,
worried
for
about that. I
real?
ain't worried about that. nigga.
shit.
I ain't worried about that.
But
But
still,
Especially,
no, Florida,
especially
you
a
really
Chicago
thinking-
nigga. Especially a Chicago nigga. He like,
Not to mention, you say, yeah, he's in Florida. Then you be like, oh, okay.
then you really play tough.
Yeah, you really, oh, okay.
Yeah, that nigga better be.
Shit.
He better be in
Come to
Florida.
the South
'cause he
Side.
was over this way.
Come to the South Side.
I teach him some lessons.
We don't play. We don't play around here.
Yeah.
Not to
West
make
side-
fun of, not
West
to make
side
fun of
shot,
my
West
man.
side shot.
You
Not to
real
make
big
fun of my
dude.
man, but that's a lot of cats. They that shit when they new girl tell them about some old man that they had was kind of crazy.
Not me.
And all of a sudden they be talking like shit. I don't play that bullshit.
Not me. I
Bring
be
his
like,
ass.
Hey, and as soon as they get it, they be like, I know that bitch.
I'll be like
Yeah.
crazy. Like how?
Yeah,
Explain
yeah.
crazy
Like,
to
oh,
me.
he crazy and shit. But then you be like, yeah, he get loud and shit, and then he drinking, he get all crazy. Like, what's crazy? I need you to
Hey, no doubt you
detail what
nowadays
crazy
you got to
is.
be aware of what crazy is. What crazy? Tell me what kind of crazy we
Yeah,
dealing
but
with.
see, you act tough when she say that, and especially
Shit.
you even feel better if he's like, okay, you in Chicago, and then he's like, oh, he's behind in Florida, and by the time you know, you're like, oh, you really talking shit. But then by the time you know, it's like, hey, my man, you be like, hey, do I know you? Bop.
I don't know if old cats act tough anymore. They be like, fuck that. I got kids and I got a mortgage payment.
Man,
Man, you talking
You
talking
talk-
at that age right
you
now.
talk that tough shit on the fucking podcast.
No, hey, I don't told you. You keep saying that, but I keep telling you, I'm gradually changing like a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck.
I'm telling you, it's in guys that be like,
Nah.
it's in guys
Yeah,
that
it
be like
is.
this. Cause I'll be the main one.
Yeah.
That motherfucker where? I'll be like, give me the fucking phone. Look, man, don't be calling my woman no more, nigga.
What?
I mean,
Nah,
I'll be
nah.
the first one.
First of
You
all,
where?
How the fuck?
Oh
you
yeah, don't
find him?
ever call here again.
I tell you that
Social
face,
media.
that
Social media.
Social media.
Social
like,
media, you
Facebook,
can find.
all that shit.
Everybody know where you at, bro.
I don't-
So,
I don't
so
need to hire a
you
private
know what's
eye.
crazy? I know this is off topic. I mean, it's kind of looping back around, but yesterday, me and Tone went to the Sunday. Yesterday we went to the car show, right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole time we were gone, I didn't use my phone not once. I didn't take no pictures. I didn't Google nothing, look up anything.
Mhm.
When I got back home on my couch and pulled up my phone and started looking at shit, on Instagram and shit, all of a sudden I start getting all these damn car advertisements for everything that we looked at today. See,
Damn.
I had
Mm.
I had all this shit popping up on my thing, and I'm like, just by coincidence, the new Lincoln popped up. It's like
Motherfucking
why is all this
traction.
shit? I mean, you know what? It wasn't the navigator. It was just like Lincoln site.
Mhm.
It would come up on my Instagram, and I'm like, why is this shit coming up like more than usual? For some reason, you get those little sponsored things every once in a while. Every one that I got was car related,
Damn.
and I'm like, why is all of a sudden
They listening in, bro.
they know everything that you
Everything
do,
you
bro.
touch, they know, man.
They know everything, bro.
Like you said, location. They took his location and said, "Oh, he was at the car show. Let's go ahead and throw that on there."
I
at him.
didn't even have my location on. I never had my location on.
That motherfucker. Oh, I guess
All
mine
of a
is
sudden, I
on.
seen a Leaf. Nissan Leaf
I
commercial
got all car.
thing
I
on
got
there
all
on my
car
Instagram.
advertisements.
But fuck it. Although I did want to take pictures, but I was just like, nah, I'm cool.
All other years I took pictures. I don't know why I didn't take them yesterday.
But you know what? I wanted to take pictures,
Mhm.
but the bad thing about it, there was too many people around the cars that I wanted to take pictures with. Of.
That is. It's like you gotta wait until they get out in front of
I
the
mean, it
cars
was-
and like, man, I'm forget it, man. Forget it. I'm just going by my
I'm
business.
not saying I'm not gonna speak bad about it, but it was just like a lot. It was a lot of freaking kids, man.
Yeah.
There was a
Yeah.
kid with an actual Canon camera.
There's a lot. There was
just-
podcast people there too. I saw one guy that had the camera, who was talking, had the mic and everything. He was talking the
Oh.
whole time while he was walking around showing it.
Oh,
He was doing
the Volkswagen, those
Yeah,
vans.
yeah.
Yeah, he was showing because
He was
they
doing a
made it like a
podcast.
little camper.
Or
That was
video on
clean.
YouTube.
Well,
whatever.
shit. You can do like baby girl. Just go drop your kid off at the wrong house. That's some
never doing
crazy
that.
shit. You
Oh,
see
oh,
that
girl.
shit, Eric?
What kind of segue was that?
Smooth.
That was nothing smooth about that Segway.
It's creamy.
We
smooth.
talking about kids. We gonna look at this says, well, you
Hold
can
on.
do like what's the name? We're gonna do what kind of Segway is that?
I'm just
man?
saying, man. That was the craziest shit I ever seen in my life.
No,
man.
that Segway was the craziest thing I ever seen in my life.
The real fucked up part about it is if there wasn't no camera.
Yeah.
Was
That's
that a
true,
ring?
huh?
Was that one
If
of
it
them
would have been
ring
no
cameras?
I think
camera,
it was one of those ring cameras.
it would have been no camera. We never would have probably heard about that shit. They would just made the call. The people would have called the police and said, "I got some kid at my house that got
It's
dropped
bad
out."
enough. It's
We
bad-
would have heard about it, but we wouldn't have seen the person.
It's bad
Yeah.
enough that that she dropped it off at the
wrong
wrong
with
house.
people?
But why the fuck is she dropping it off on the porch in the first place? That's what.
Well,
part I
she
don't get.
claims that the mother-in-law was they're not on really good speaking terms, and she was dropping the kid off for a friend, and the friend was on the phone with her, and she was like telling her, "Okay, I'm at the house now. In the driveway there is a such and such car, and the girl was like, "Yeah, okay, you at the right house." So she assumed that was the right house. So when she knocked on the door, she was like, "I don't want this lady yelling at me." Because she's telling the girl on the phone is telling her, "Yeah, you right." And when she hears the lady coming, she take off running. That's what she claimed.
That's just stupid, though.
Yeah,
No,
that's
she
what she claimed.
damn near just rung the doorbell and didn't wait for nobody to answer
she
and
was
just
dragging
bailed.
the little boy to the door.
And
I
then you
think
see
it's
the
a little
car
boy,
just
right?
bail
Little
off, and that
boy,
kid
right?
was just
Oh,
like,
the boy could walk and shit.
Yeah, she was like, she had him up
Yeah,
in the
she was
air
like-
though.
I don't
She
know
was
why I
like
was picturing
dragging
like a
him.
little baby carriage.
Ah,
or something.
heck
no,
no,
no.
man. She was like,
because the baby, you could see the baby standing there, and
Yeah.
then she just driving off, and then the
hey,
baby
she
just
said,
like,
"What?" She took off. And she
That's
ran
fucked
away
up.
from the
Skirt,
door.
skirt.
She ran away from the door, jumped in that car, and said,
That's
"What?"
fucked
And
I was
just
like,
took
what the
off.
You know how
What
many,
we
hey, you
doing
know how many
nowadays?
times- you know how many times I wanted to take my kids to a porch and leave them somewhere and drive off?
Motherfucker, this chick did.
Oh
How you,
shit!
and then, how the hell the fuck? How you supposed
Oh,
to trust
shit.
anybody after that shit?
Oh hell no! I mean, I don't care if I'm scared of the parents or not. I'm gonna make sure
Yeah,
they
you
come
can't-
to the door
you can't
and
leave
be
no
like,
kid on the porch,
"Hey,
man.
Was it-
whatever told me that you supposed to be taking this kid, man. Here's
I-
the kid. I'm gone."
I didn't see
Alright.
that. I just seen the whole thing on the news, but at the same time, was he even at the right house?
No, wrong house.
She's at the wrong
God.
house.
That was
That's
the
what
whole thing.
No,
about.
my-
She
it
was
dropped
the
them off at the
neighbors.
wrong
Yeah, that's what I'm
house.
saying. That was crazy. But the thing was, I was more concerned with it. You just dropped the kid off. Ain't nobody answered the door.
Nobody.
Nothing.
Else, she heard him coming to the door and cut out.
God damn.
And the little boy was looking like, "This ain't my house." That's
Boy.
how he looked. He looked like, "What are you doing?"
If it's the wrong house, you still picked the right house because
Hey,
them
but-
people must have
But
like,
the
hello.
stupid part
Police.
about what she did say that made a tiny bit of sense is she said, "I'm talking to the girl on the phone who told him to drop her off, right? And I'm telling her which cars are in the driveway, and she ain't answering." So I was like, "Man, I don't know. That's bullshit."
No, that's some bullshit because you didn't bother waiting for somebody
yeah, you didn't
to
wait.
open
That's what I'm
the
saying.
door.
I would have waited, especially if it's not my mother-in-law. It's not my person I'm dealing with. I'm just a friend. She can't yell at me. I'd be
Don't
like,
ever do me no favors.
that's what I would say. I would say exactly like this tone. "Hey man, that ain't my kid. This is your grandson. Take him. I'm just dropping him
You
off."
know what? Even still, goddamn, if you
Yeah.
can do me a favor, man, just do it right. Because
Yeah.
there's no way I could never do that to
Well, at
a
least give
friend of
him-
mine's kid just and not just wait for somebody to answer. And if they say, "Oh, wrong house," I'd be like, "Oh, I thought this was the house. Let me call my friend." Well, that's a reasonable thought. I don't know what the man. That girl had a hot date. did
She was
something.
going to
She
the
was
club,
about to
Tone. Ain't no way in the world she wasn't going to the club.
It was nighttime.
She was going straight to the
But like,
club.
man, girl, I was about to be in VIP. They got the bottles popping. God damn it, you gonna make me late? Just do me this solid.
She was in the hospital.
She was in the hospital.
No, I'm talking about the girl that was leaving.
yeah, she was going to the club.
That girl, not the girl's mama. I'm
No,
little
who
kid's
you-
mama.
But who you saying? You saying that she's like, "Girl, just do me the solid." Who's talking?
The kid's mama with the girl that
In
was
the
dropping her off.
hospital.
It wasn't the kid's mama. It was a
I
friend.
know. I'm talking about the girl needed to go to the club.
Yeah, the
Man,
girl.
y'all
nigga
lost. Are you paying attention?
No,
paying
you are.
attention.
You
We trying to make sure you
I don't know what the
paying
fuck you saying.
I'm
We trying to make sure
I'm saying
you
the girl that
paying
dropped the kid off was in a rush to go to the club.
Definitely.
Yeah, but you said who? You said she was talking, and so you said
Yeah,
do
I'm
me the
saying she was
solid. Who
talking to the kid's
to?
mama.
on the phone. Yeah, that's
Right.
what you're talking to the kids.
That's
Do me
what
the
I'm saying.
solid.
Yeah, so do me the silent drop off, and she's like, "Well, I gotta go to the club." I can't say the joke again. You just fucked up the whole
Nah,
podcast.
you fucked up the whole joke.
I
man.
think
That's not what you said.
no, y'all stepped on my shit. You guys got
Sorry,
lost.
Tom.
You
Sorry.
know what, you know,
You was
I'm
looking
sorry.
at the wall.
I'm trying to find my list.
It's like the motherfucker lost. So you see him over there, I'm like, what's he
I'm trying to
doing?
find my list. I lost my list.
Because you can't.
Nah, you fucked up that joke, bro.
No, ain't no
When
joke.
you listen to it, when you listen to it again, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I was all over.
Because you know why? You over there looking at the wall.
No, I was listening to you. I was like,
Yeah.
why you think Kev was saying the same
Next.
thing?
Yeah.
Kev was saying the same thing. You're like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Oh shit. I'm laughing at that motherfucker. I got a question for y'all though. This is on the real. So, and I want to make it short because I just want to
I
type
hope
quick,
this
quick,
question
quick,
ain't
quick.
from somewhere in left field like you just
Not
threw the
left
other
field.
thing in there.
I'm trying not to be in left field. I did throw the other one out there because I just thought it was a perfect segue into, but you said it wasn't.
That nigga said he thought it was the
I
perfect
thought
segue.
it was, but you just said it wasn't, so I guess it ain't. Here's a
Is
real
it gonna
question.
be a
though.
smooth one?
Yeah, it's gonna be quick.
That nigga said
Y'all,
smooth.
y'all gotta make it quick. Sid, don't put a lot of thought into it. Just answer the question and be done with it. Floyd Mayweather, right?
No.
Nope.
Just quickly. I just want to know.
We just answered it.
Quickly. That's too damn quick.
All right.
You got these people who want to fight him. We got Canelo Alvarez. You got Conor McGregor, and you got the boy Khabib, the one he just fought, right? I mean, the dude who just beat up McGregor
And Pacquiao.
and Pacquiao. Damn.
That's the one he's about to fight. That's the one they're
Pacquiao.
talking about they're about to fight.
Do you want to see any of this shit?
No.
Nope.
Okay, we done.
You know what I do want to see though? This ain't even my cup of tea usually. I'm not trying to watch scary movies, but I kind of want to see that new Halloween. Is it Halloween that's coming out? The new Halloween?
With Jason Voorhees?
Yeah, I want to see that, bruh.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Y'all ain't saw that,
I love that type shit. That's me.
You ain't see-
I'm
I'm
with it.
surprised Tony ain't saw that.
Nah, I'm done with scary movies.
What?
Been done with scary. That's Jason is Friday the 13th.
No, it's
I thought it was
Halloween,
Michael.
nigga.
Michael Myers? Is
It
that
already
you niggas
came,
Michael Myers?
they're talking about the Pope breaking.
You're right. Jason Voorhees is Friday the 13th. Michael Myers is
Yeah,
is,
it's Michael Myers.
Yeah, Michael Myers is
Halloween,
Halloween.
right?
Yeah.
So, you say you done with scary movies. I ain't never been on them really, but I want to see this for some reason.
Oh, it's they put
Jamie Lee Curtis
Jamie
back
Lee
up in
Curtis
there.
back on there.
Yeah.
They did? Never
Yeah.
mind.
Damn it.
Never mind. I don't want to see it.
What?
She was on the original.
Yeah.
She's been there since day one.
She was young then.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
young.
Jane Fonda Fitness when she was back then. You remember Jamie Lee Curtis was slick, looking good back in the day?
But Jen,
Jane Fonda Fitness means she was working out, bro. You don't know what Jane Fonda Fitness is?
I thought you were saying it because they kind of resemble each
Oh,
other.
no. Jamie Lee Curtis just looked nice. She had her body together back when she was young.
In True Lies.
Yeah, remember she did the little striptease
No.
thing? You don't remember she did the striptease
Yeah,
thing?
she's like somebody's mama though.
What?
She was an older
Oh,
woman, and she's like
well,
a
she
milf.
looked
in that.
good.
She wasn't
was a
young,
milf.
fine up in
Maybe she
True
was a
Lies.
milf, but she sure would look
She
good in
looked
that
good
one.
on True Lies.
Mm-hmm. With tone.
Come on now, y'all.
What? When Arnold was looking at her like,
Didn't she have a short haircut and stuff in that?
She was the boring ass
remember.
housewife,
I
and then
remember.
she just said, "You know what?
Because she was like, I don't know if handcuffed or whatever to the post or whatever the fuck.
her striptease was falling all apart.
Yeah. I thought she looked good for somebody's mama.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was a
I mean,
milf.
but she didn't look like. She didn't look like.
Yeah, you know."
Man, when's the last time you had some double bubble?
Right now, whatever
that
this
shit,
is.
That shit tough to the bubble.
And it's
It
nasty.
lasts-
It's gonna nasty. And it's gonna last about 30 seconds.
It ain't nasty
now.
now. It ain't nasty. Double
I'm
bubble.
gonna throw this
good.
bad boy out in the next couple of minutes.
You gonna get a couple of minutes out that motherfucker. Well, you a
Oh,
bad
no.
you a bad boy.
It's tussling with this motherfucker
Because
right
look, I
now.
had 3 chews. I'm about to spit this motherfucker out. That mother tough, man.
I'm tussling with this motherfucker right now.
Tony's look. It's so tough. Tony came to talk. He's over there putting in work.
Yeah.
Over there chewing hard like.
Get this motherfucker out.
I'm trying to get all the flavor out of this moment, bro. All right, I'm done.
I'm about done too. Man, when I was a kid, though, I had to tear that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
that's
true.
the only movie that's coming out, even though it's right about this
They
time.
say-
This is when you hear Thriller. Like
Yeah.
this is when you hit
Yeah.
Thriller a whole bunch of times. That's the only good thing. 'Cause any other time I ain't playing Thriller.
But like, I'm with you on the other part, Tone. They're making good scary movies. They just don't make
They
them.
are?
Like they used to. They're not.
I don't watch scary movies. I
bored.
don't know. I just
like
want,
'em.
for some reason I want to see Halloween.
They're just kind of boring to me. It's all about this
I kinda
same
wanna
old
see-
crap.
I kind of want to see that Venom.
That ain't scary, is it?
I don't know if it's scary, but it looks like it's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it on whatchamacallit.
Yeah, it better
I
lead
mean,
up to the new Spider-Man movie. That's all I know.
I actually want to go. I actually want to go to the movie theater though and see Halloween. Like,
Yeah.
last movie that made me want to go to the theater and see was Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the last one I wanted to see. So this,
Venom.
yeah, I'm good. Most of like, if it ain't gonna be an Avengers movie,
Yeah, I'm waiting on that for sure.
your
I'm,
boys.
I'm, I'm into that Marvel soul get down though. That's all the Marvel stuff is good.
Well, Netflix ain't.
Yeah, I heard. I heard.
How you gonna do my Luke Cage like that?
They saying,
That's
but
good, though.
no, Luke Cage was. You didn't even watch it.
Yes, I did. I watched every season.
You watched this last season.
Yes, I did.
And you thought it was good.
Season
I
2.
thought it was okay.
Okay, you know what?
Wait a minute. I thought it was okay because I watched Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
I watched Daredevil. I watched Iron Fist.
which is canceled too.
and I watched Luke Cage.
Okay,
I
so
watched all of them.
I'm glad we brought that up then, because yeah, so they're both canceled. And before we go into
Only makes sense.
the Luke Cage thing,
Mhm.
and it probably got something to do with what Tony's about to say. They're saying it's not because of numbers and stuff. People actually watch it and everything.
Mhm.
Let's check out this nasty thing. People,
Oh
people-
boy.
people actually watch it and everything.
Luke
That's-
Cage. Uh huh.
yeah, it has its following.
Uh huh.
They're saying that because Disney is starting their own streaming, they're starting their own streaming like Netflix, that they're slowly moving all their stuff. So they're saying that because for some reason they're saying that the Luke Cage, these Marvel, I already put it in there. These oh yeah, let me get one. You're right, my hands. They're saying because it costs so much money to make these. For some reason, it takes a lot of money to make these Luke Cages and shit. For some reason, I don't
Probably
know why.
the rights, is like you said.
Maybe
yeah.
so, but they're saying that it costs a
Yeah.
lot of money, and so
Rights and location.
they were one of the first that they went ahead and canceled. And they're saying that the dude that plays Luke Cage is going to be, he's still like, they're going to still use him.
Mhm.
Like so,
Different show.
so I don't know if it's going to be different show for different movies, but it's
Or
going to
Disney
be.
would
It's
take
still
over.
going to be Luke Cage in different shows
Oh, okay.
because they got all of them. They
Yeah,
got
because he's in Jessica
yeah.
Jones. He's in Daredevil.
But they're
he's
just going
in
to do
Iron
it.
Fist, he's
They're
in
going to
all of
do it on that Disney streaming because they own Marvel now.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, because DC Universe got their own streaming, so they're gonna put all their DC stuff on that one.
Yeah, but this is
streaming
supposed to be
channel.
more like Netflix.
Yeah,
This is going to be more like a Netflix.
yeah. So they're gonna have all their Marvel and all that, all the Marvel
Disney and
cartoons, all the
Disney and
Marvel,
all that
all
shit,
that
yeah.
stuff that comes out is gonna be on that streaming service. But I mean, that's cool. I don't know what they're gonna
Just
do.
another
about
service you got
Daredevil,
to pay
but
for, though, which is sucks. But anyway,
Yeah.
so now to get to what we was talking about with Kev. Now to get back what we were talking about with Kev, I wanted to believe in Luke Cage. I really did. The first season, I'm gonna be real with you. People say the first season was better than the second season. I like the first season, but everything I like about Luke Cage
Mhm.
is everything but Luke Cage. Like in the first season, I love, what was his name? Cottonmouth, whatever his name
Yeah,
was.
Cotton.
Yeah, to me, when they killed him off, I couldn't. I'm like, why would you kill him off? He's like the best. He was like the best thing about that show. He was a good ass bad guy in that damn show.
Yeah, without
really-
any superpowers.
Yeah, I enjoyed him.
And then the second dude come from whatever he's from.
The Jamaican dude.
Jamaican dude.
Yeah,
and
and
the club and all that. Yeah.
Bushmaster.
yeah,
Bushmaster.
but they not even real Jamaican cats
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
They just-
yeah.
some of the
I don't know,
accents is all
I
jacked
was
up.
dying when they were talking.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted more Jamaicans.
Yeah, but they weren't
Yeah.
Jamaicans.
Cage.
They
was getting it,
their
though.
accents were
Yeah,
all
Yeah.
fucked up.
Because the guy that plays that, he's on the HBO show called Deuces. And
Oh,
he
yeah,
just-
yeah, yeah.
He
Yeah.
looks totally different.
Oh,
so-
Deuces, he does, huh?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looked crazy.
So
Yeah.
so the thing like I'm gonna say though, Luke Cage is horrible.
His acting is horrible.
His acting is, and they say he's better in other movies and stuff
Yeah,
because
he
he's in
is.
other
He's in a
shows.
lot
He's
of
better,
movies
but
fighting.
as Luke Cage, when he fights and shit, those are the worst fight scenes. Everything about it, when he runs, everything that's Luke Cage is corny as fuck.
Yeah.
It's
I can
just
see you
horrible.
saying that. I can see that.
And-
I don't think he's a good actor. I don't
and-
think that either.
And this is where a lot of us, this is where we all disagree at, because I agree with you that Iron Fist was bad,
Yeah.
wasn't good, but even though the white dude was horrible too, I kind of enjoyed the white dudes fighting more than I did Luke Cage. Now, they
Yeah.
both was bad,
Yeah.
but I'd rather watch the
The
white dude do the
acting was
karate than watch Luke Cage get shot like he always does and then
Yeah.
turn around and fight, because he just
Yeah.
looks yeah.
I just think I like the stories in Luke Cage. I do agree with you. I don't think his acting wasn't that good. I would say the acting wasn't that good, but from him. But I thought the other actors wasn't bad. I thought that the storylines wasn't bad for something that's supposed to be what it's supposed to be. You know, a hero up in Harlem. You know,
The
that's kinda
Jamaican
cool.
part was the only part that made this
Yeah.
the second se- the
Yeah,
second
that's what I
thing
like.
good.
I like Bushmaster. I thought that was
Yeah,
a
the
good
Jamaicans made the
concept.
second season, but it was the same.
And Iron Fist, same
It's like
shit.
the fighting, man.
Yeah,
And all
fighting
this
is just-
happened in a 2-block radius too. This nigga walking around 2
It's
blocks.
Harlem.
that's all he got.
That's a lot of
Remember-
shit going on in 2 blocks.
Remember, there's a hero for every borough.
Yeah, Daredevil's in one.
Daredevil was
Jessica
Hell's
Jones in
Kitchen.
another one.
Spider-Man was Manhattan.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
he doing that's a lot of shooting and
Yeah,
all kind
yeah.
of shit going on in 2 blocks.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing is like, it's just, oh my God, man. I mean, he seemed like the perfect person to do it because they put a switch, you know, they flipped it around. He's a bald guy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it was just like, I was like, you're wearing a hoodie. They kept on playing that all the time, and they just kept on. It just seemed like I was like, all right,
Well, it's
because the
gone
first
now.
season I got it because they were like doing historical
He
shit.
is horrible.
They were reminding you of the history of Harlem and
Do
all the
you watch
important people.
Do you watch Black Lightning?
Yeah.
Hell no.
I've watched it.
You watch it?
Yeah.
Do you think that's better than Luke Cage?
You know what? It's corny too,
Yeah.
but to me it's just more exciting corny than
Yeah.
it's just a little it
More
don't-
special effects.
it's check it out. It's better in another kind of way. It's better because it's a little bit brighter.
His
It's
acting
a
is
little
way
bit,
better.
Yeah, his acting is way better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of course, there ain't no sex scenes.
yeah.
There ain't no, the shit like that. I think Luke Cage got a little bit better of a storyline,
Yeah.
where the other dude is just a better actor.
Yeah.
That's Scooter. The other dude's Scooter
It. Yeah.
from
Hey.
what's the name of that show?
Yeah. No.
You know that show.
Yeah, but see, he comes on every
Queen
week.
Latifah's boyfriend in Scooter. That big old nigga from. You remember
Oh,
this?
let it go.
What was the name
Living
of that?
Single?
Living Single. Remember Scooter?
Oh.
Yeah. That's fucking funny as
No.
shit.
You don't remember Scooter? The dude that she
No.
dated?
No.
That was not.
No.
No, that's somebody who couldn't act.
No.
Queen Latifah acting like she was
Watch your
interested
mouth.
in men.
Watch your mouth.
Damn.
Acting like she was interested in men.
Watch
Yep.
your mouth.
See, Tony,
I love me some Queen Latifah.
talking about stepping on a
Watch
joke. That nigga just fucked up my whole joke.
your- I will not have you disrespect her in that way.
That's funny as shit.
I don't want to hear that shit.
What
I
is
want to hear that
Queen-
shit.
Wait a minute. First of all, what has Queen Latifah done to earn your respect like that?
One
Set
of
it
the
off?
one of the first female rappers.
Yeah. Okay.
Moved on to acting.
Yeah.
Moved on to producing her stuff.
Yeah.
Moved on to the shit.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Singing.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Triple threat.
Yeah, but you ain't into none of that shit.
Yeah.
You ain't into her singing. You ain't into her producing. You ain't into
The
her
Dana
singing.
album?
What is it?
She named it. It's like her first
What's it
album. Her
called
name
again?
Dana. It was like Dana something. I don't know what it's called.
That is her name. Right
She was
there.
singing. Singing.
Gay.
Oh shit.
You know the name of the
That's-
album?
Yeah, when she tried singing.
When she tried
So
singing. I'm
so-
with you on that.
Now hold on.
What is it,
Hold on.
Soulful album?
This is
I can't
She had,
remember
she
how.
had,
I just
she has
named
a
out-
couple because she did something else.
Yeah.
yeah. I named out all the stuff that she earns my respect.
Yeah.
No,
This
no,
motherfucker
he
won't
didn't.
call me gay.
No, he didn't. He named what he did was he named the
What did I do?
areas what she done.
Yeah.
When you name somebody you respect, you say like Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
He did Live on Sunset Strip.
Uh-huh.
He did so and so. You know, you start naming the shit. He was in my favorite movie, Which Way Is Up.
Uh-huh.
He did this and that. He said she was one of the first rappers. Then she went
Female
to
rappers.
acting. Then she
Went to
acted.
acting.
Then she produced. Then she. I mean, damn, nigga,
I
anybody
thought
can
you was
say
gonna say the
that.
flavor unit.
Why you,
Damn,
why
why you
you
want me
googling? Why you
Yeah.
googling?
Because I can
Why
tell
you
you.
googling?
Because I
If
can
she-
Google.
I'm just saying, if you got so much
I'm
respect
saying,
for her,
son.
come off the head, son. Come off the
I
head,
just
my
did.
nigga.
You don't
come
like
off the
it.
head, my nigga.
Oh my God.
Damn, pause.
Damn.
Come up off the head, my
Nigga,
nigga.
You tripping.
No,
right?
goddamn, this motherfucker wanted me to name off her goddamn biography.
I was giving her the most juice for the flavor unit. That's what she had all them.
Nigga, name 5 more niggas. No, name 3 more niggas from the flavor unit.
I only got to
unit.
name one. That's
Flavor
Naughty by
unit.
Nature. Shit, that's it.
You want me to name all the people that rapped on Buddy?
You know what?
Naughty. Was
They wasn't all the flavor unit.
Naughty name was
They
off
were
the
all-
chart.
They want Tommy Boy.
All them dudes. from
All the,
Tommy Boy.
but that wasn't like Tribe
Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest wasn't the flavor unit.
What were they then?
They weren't flavor unit. They was just friends.
Okay.
They were just
I'm
friends.
gonna let you tell it.
They were just friends. The Jungle Brothers, they were just friends.
Yeah, I don't think they all was part of.
I would hope so.
Native Tongue,
They all
right?
did
But they
Buddy
weren't part
together.
of the flavor
They
unit.
was all part of Native Tongue, and I think they was on the Rush. Man,
Was Moni Love part of the flavor unit?
she's part of Native Tongue. I thought she was just on the Rush management too, wasn't she?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I don't remember.
So who was part of the flavor
Somebody
unit?
comment.
But Naughty and
know
and
the one
Naughty
that
had a
said-
couple of
you
other
know.
people.
I don't know. I don't
You said
respect her
they're
like
not.
that.
You the one that said they're not. So
But
you know.
they was managed. She managed quite a few acts though. I don't know who they are.
That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
remember,
Who are
but
they?
I remember,
I remember her
yeah,
shouting out flavor unit all the
Yeah,
time. I just
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
who none of them niggas were.
They was all under the flavor. Because you could have been with Rush or you could have been with her. With her.
So who was the next famous one? Was it Naughty?
don't
Is
know,
Naughty by
man. We had to
Nature?
Google
Well, Naughty
them.
by Nature was more famous.
Yeah, Naughty by Nature was just hella famous from being on the flavor unit. So
Rapping wise, they were more famous.
yeah.
Shit, they had way more hits than Queen Latifah had. And Naughty by Nature had them summer hits, them hits that they still to this day. You know, you be at a basketball game and they play it in the background. Oh,
Naughty by Nature was
hey.
like it was a group. Of course they're gonna have more hits. She was a female.
Wait,
rapper.
what
She
kind of
was like one
sense
the
that made?
first
What
ones.
kind of sense that made? Because you a group, you got more hits.
They were a male group. Of course
You,
they're gonna
you
have
said
more
because
hits.
they were a group, they got more hits. What they got?
Of course
To,
they're gonna have more
Aretha
hits.
Franklin was a soloist. She got more hits.
She got hits now.
She has more hits.
She had more hits in the past.
They're all in the past. What are you talking about?
But I'm just saying, as a female, she was a single female, and then she had her hits. But then you talk about Naughty by Nature, a male group.
So,
Male
I mean, what's that
dominated
got
the
to do?
whole hip hop genre. So of course they're gonna have more hits.
Yeah, but when I said it, though, you were frowning up, though. Like,
because of that,
no, because their songs was better.
their songs was better. Yeah, of course I listened to them. But at
Yeah,
the
their
same
songs
time,
was
it's
better than
it was-
Queen Latifah's
It was still a
songs.
male dominated at that time. It was still male dominated. They were gonna have more hits. There's other people that
What's your favorite Queen Latifah song?
Queen of the Posse.
Yeah, that's the only one.
Well, listen.
That's the only
wait.
one.
So
No?
it says
UNITY?
Hell no.
Wait, here it
Oh,
is. It
boy.
says,
Hell no.
hey, this is pretty amazing. Here's some of the clients she had.
What you
She
do,
had
son?
Here we go.
What you do,
she had
son?
Monica. She had Monica, Outkast, Faith Evans.
Wait a minute, who's Monica?
Tona.
No. We talking about Flavor Unit.
Flavor Unit. This is it, right?
Monica and Faith
Mon-
Evans is not Flavor Unit.
Man, right
This
here.
way
Eric,
later.
Past management clients were Monica, Outkast, Faith Evans. Dude, I'm
Way
telling you.
later. That's
Wait a minute.
way later.
Let's say
They said Faith Evans. That's so much later. We're talking about back in
Almighty
the day when they were rapping.
RSO, let's see. Groove Theory.
Was that on the
talking
Tom?
about-
Was that on the Tommy
Kenan
Boy?
Thompson, LL Cool,
Kev.
Cool J.
Kev, hang on.
Zane.
Before you, okay, Kev,
Go ahead.
while you going,
All right.
we're not going to talk about who she's, because I know, what do you call it officially? You can say they're under Flavor Unit.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the people that she signed under her management company, which was Flavor Unit. I'm talking about back in the day, the people that she used to scream when they were Flavor Unit in the videos that was behind her. That was the Flavor Unit. Remember they rode the motorcycles and all that shit? That's why I want to know who those people
You only
are.
gonna get Chill Rob G.
I heard of him
the
before.
45
I've heard of
King.
that. 45 King was a big producer.
Freddie
Yeah, was
Fox,
the producer.
I've heard of Freddie
Ooh,
Fox.
Freddie Fox, bad.
Lakim Shabazz,
Don't know who that is.
yeah, Dottie by Nature,
Shaquem.
Nikki D,
I think he was a producer.
Nikki D. Okay, I know that. Yeah, I know.
Jeanne, and then there's some more people I don't even know.
Jeanne's
who they-
different too. That's later
That
too.
was the R&B.
Yeah, but I don't know who Storm P is and Roddy Ross. Who else? Lord Al.
Cause that's kind of like
Lasky.
that'd be like if we talk about like
DJ
say that's like if we talk
Justice
about say we say Death Row
Latif.
Records. We say Death Row
Yeah.
Records. We know who Death Row was then.
Yeah, what's on
Yeah.
the
Now we're not talking about these new people that signed in 2013 or whatever.
Yeah, but these
We're
are
talking
the
about
original.
people-
Those original crew members right there. Those people right there.
Yeah, I don't know none of these motherfuckers.
Yeah, you name there was some of them.
I remember Black Sheep.
Yeah, Black Sheep.
So these are the people we used to see in the videos.
Yeah, in the video. That's the original crew members.
Apache is dead.
Oh man, that's the one that I want a gangster bitch.
That
Remember
nigga died?
Gangster Boogie. Remember that joint?
They said
Yeah.
he dead.
Yeah, he did.
Damn, I remember Black Sheep.
I want a gangster boogie.
Channel
Yeah.
Live. I remember Channel Live.
That's the
Channel
trip.
Live was the one we hit with KRS-One.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the joint right there.
who was the other dude in with them? It was a young dude. See,
It was
that's
two
way
young
later.
cats.
Yeah,
That was way later.
yeah.
Channel Live was two young
Yeah,
cats
yeah,
with
yeah,
the,
yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
KRS-One.
That was later. One of
That
them
was a
dudes, but
jam,
one of them
too.
dudes' name we all know.
That was
And
the
look what
jam.
let me
God
see.
damn, I love that song.
That's
boy.
crazy.
Channel Live. Channel Live was let me see. Who was it? Don't say who it was. Tuffy Morgan. Hakeem
Shit, if anybody else knows, man, hit us up on our Instagram. Let us
Yeah,
know.
don't nobody know who
Right.
the fuck we talking
Man,
about.
what the fuck is I
He
can't
stepped-
even
he stepped
talk
all
to
on
our
your
listeners,
shit.
the two that we have.
Man, I guarantee you that when we start talking flavor unit people, we probably
wonder
in
if those are
a
on the
we in a
Tommy Boy.
bubble all by ourselves.
I wonder if they were on the Tommy Boy records at that time.
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, the list is all right there.
But that's management, right?
No, he gave the list of the original members. Apache, Black Sheep, all them.
Yeah, but I'm
cats.
talking about Tommy Boy was a label.
There's a whole bunch of people on Tommy
Yeah,
Boy.
that's
though.
why I was wondering, like when they did Buddy and all that, if they were all
That
under
was Tommy Boy?
I'm not sure. I know she was under Tommy Boy.
I thought she was with 45 King.
Mark the 45
that was
King.
a-
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. But maybe they all were Tommy Boy at first until they got their own shit. But I know 45 King took over all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then 45 King had everybody for a while.
Yep. Interesting. Very interesting. But hey,
This
the
nigga
fuck
got
we
mad.
go from
This
Luke
nigga got
Cage
mad
to-
because I said don't nobody know who the G Unit members are. He said, I can't even talk to our two listeners.
G Unit.
People are like, well, I say G Unit. Who is it? What are they called again?
flavor unit.
Yeah, the
Flavor
flavor unit. I can't name two niggas on the G Unit though.
That's funny. You say
Sound
that
like
shit.
LeBron over there, hip hop
Who
historian or
is-
some shit.
I am a hip.
What?
Hip to the hip of the hip hip.
What?
Hop at the hip hip. I am a hip hop historian.
Go on now, guy. He can say whatever the fuck he wants, sir.
So Tony, when it comes down to it, bruh, what's the question of the week?
What's that?
I'm asking
Oh.
you. What is it?
There's a couple.
Yeah, I got one too.
You got one too.
You
Let's
got
start.
one.
Let's start with Eric's. This.
It ain't really a question of the week. I was gonna ask you about how do y'all feel about. It made me think about it this morning. How y'all feel about? It's not fake friends, but faking being a friend. So I'm not talking about a fake friend like something because when you first say a fake friend, you think of somebody who just, somebody who you just don't fuck with, who act like they smile in your face. I guess it's kind of the same thing. What I'm talking about is like you don't fuck with the dude.
Mm-hmm.
Tony, you know what I'm talking about. You don't fuck with the dude.
But he always coming around and
No,
shit.
no,
when you see you.
but you don't let it be known. So when you see the dude, you kind of like
What's up?
you kind of answer.
What's up, dude?
I mean, some people go all to the extreme, like, hey, what's up, dog, and be all like, dapped up, and then some people do like I ain't gonna say no names, but some people do like some people and just do that thing like, oh, it's not done. And
Oh
go.
yeah, just trying to be like. Yeah.
You know, if you think of it, I was thinking about our boy this morning, and I was like, hey, Owen, I don't want to go into it. But fake friends though, is it best to let somebody know If you don't fuck with them, you just don't fuck with them. Or is it best if it's not that big of a deal? I mean, if it's nothing personal, like that's the thing. You don't like the dude because you just don't like him. It's nothing personal. So that type of person, do you
just a dude you just don't fuck with?
So do you? Is it better to let it be known that you just don't fuck with him, so don't speak to him at all, or be cordial and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Well, seeing that he ain't gonna change shit in your world, and you ain't gonna really talk to this motherfucker no more than the time you see him here and there, I don't even know if it's worth the energy to even tell him I fuck you and fuck with him.
But you deal with him, but you see him all the time, though.
If you see him all the time, that's a different category. That's a different situation.
You see him all the time, but you don't. You just don't like the cat. So does that need to be known? Do you need to let him know that I don't care too much for you? So
I'm pretty sure your attitude or the way you act towards him, he kind of knows that. I get that. I get that feeling.
Some people don't know.
Like,
some people are just
some people
oblivious.
don't know.
Me and him ain't seeing eye to eye. I can tell we don't got that kind of.
Some people are oblivious.
Relationship.
They're in their own world. They just assume everybody's cool with them.
Yep.
Everybody ain't cool with everybody.
Unless you go up and approach him and say, "Listen, man, I just ain't fucking with you." Then he knows.
So what I'm saying, okay, then you could do it like what Tone said, or say you do it. Is it wrong to do this? Like, we all chilling, talking, we all laughing and shit. And I say, "Hey, Kev,
Yo,
that's some funny shit, ain't it?" And you be like, "Man, I ain't fucking with that nigga." I mean,
that kind of tells the story right there. Like, man,
should it be?
Yeah, but the other guy
known?
doesn't know though.
But now he knows. He's
knows,
like,
you just
if he
said
says
it
it out
right
loud right
there.
there, if you just
Yeah,
say that, I mean,
man,
if it's all
follow.
three of us sitting there, all 4 or 5 of us sitting there, and I'm like, "Damn, Tone, why you laughing? Why ain't you laughing?" Man, fuck that nigga. I don't like that nigga.
Oh, no. That's different.
Is it better to let it be known or just don't say nothing?
I don't know.
When you
For
see
me,
each
I
other
just
every
feel
day.
like it's a waste of energy. Like, okay, I don't fuck with this dude, and hey, man, call me when you get done. I'm gonna be over here.
But I
It's simple
see
as
that.
that.
But maybe I see you every morning, and I know that you don't fuck with Tony, right? And so every morning when we all get together, I see that you might not be putting that energy in. It's a waste of energy for you to tell him, but you're mad every morning every time I fucking say something. So now it's energy.
Yeah, I guess
that's wasted
I
energy.
guess it's time for you to tell that motherfucker you don't
You know
fuck with him.
what? There's a place and time for that, man.
It might be time to tell him.
So
Like,
it
check
is-
this
so
out,
it
dog.
eventually,
You know,
No.
will it eventually find its way out?
Okay, for sure you can't be at work, man. For sure you can't do that at work. You just got to be cordial about it. Be like, yeah, whatever. Because sometimes you're gonna have to deal with them eventually.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you can't just sit there and be blasting them.
outside of it, where I have a choice, where I need to be around that motherfucker,
Yeah.
then it's like I don't have to say nothing because I got a choice. I ain't got to be around it. But if it's a place like work,
Yeah.
oh, I ain't no. You got to be cordial. You got to be all right.
Yeah, because motherfuckers take shit to the extreme. Next thing you know, motherfucker got it in for you, trying to set you up. But shit get crazy, man. You know, fuck all that shit, man.
And I think it's just it's like, that might not even a personal thing. It could just be some bullshit somebody say, and you'd be like,
Oh, you could just not like a motherfucker.
or you can not like.
Yeah,
them
I mean,
motherfuckers.
there's people that I have met through my voyages that I just didn't like them.
And they don't like me, and I don't like them. That's cool. Or they do like me, or I don't, and whatever. It's just the way it is.
So with that,
You don't
so
mix. It's something about you two that just don't mix.
So with that, when they say circle of friends, and me, I'm one of those cats that I don't. I could care less if I meet new people.
Yeah, I like the circle I got. It's rare that I add somebody into it. Yeah,
My circle's getting small.
Yeah. You know, but you know
My
what's
circle's
cool?
getting small.
I tell you what is
'cause
cool
this
though. What is cool is when you meet a cat that you feel like blends right in. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
You meet that cat and he's telling you, laughing, and you hearing the stories, and it kind of blends right in. That is cool, but it's a rarity. It seems like nowadays you just don't meet many people that blend right into the mix.
I can't see myself having enough time to getting to know a new person, just to wind up knowing and then finding out he fucked up. Then I don't waste my time with this mug. Even though the ones that I fucked with in the past, I know how they are.
Yeah.
I know how eventually he gonna say something stupid. Because I can see it. I can see it coming up.
Yeah, that's true.
I can see the sign saying, oh, here we go. But then I fuck with him because I know he's a good person. It's just He might be in some whole new other shit that day. I might have caught him in a bad day. But my circle, man, if I can X a relative out of my life, I damn sure can X
Those are the ones that get on your nerves the
friend.
motherfucking most.
Nah, I'm so glad I'm getting older because I can care less what motherfuckers think nowadays. I just X you out. That's why I said my circle is gonna get smaller and smaller because you can't trust everybody.
Yeah.
Like E, I've known him forever. I can't even. I got the podcast. I got work. I spent a couple of hours with this motherfucker Sunday.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
I can just, I meet a lot of people that I guess because just being nice, you give them, I don't want to say a chance, but you're just nice. You talk with folks and stuff and you see where it takes you to. We talking slow here because ESPN showing shit, watching ESPN. But at the end of the day, I always come up with the same, I always come to the same conclusion that I don't have enough time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough time for the friends I do get. So new friends, I know it's fucked up to say, but it's kind of like with new friends. It's like, so when am I gonna?
So you want to see?
Folks be like, hey, we should get together. We should do that. And you're like, oh yeah, cool. But I'm like, I got people that I know.
I got people that I know don't fuck with you.
I got people that I've been
fuck
knowing
with them, and I damn sure
I got
fucking
people
with
that
you.
I've been knowing for years that's saying the same thing. Like, man, we need to get together, and I can't find time. I'm barely finding time, if I find any time for them. How the fuck I'm gonna find some time for my new friend that I just met? I ain't got time for that. I'm just being real with you. Like you.
Yeah.
You seem like a pretty cool cat, but I doubt if I'm better to get you in.
Yeah, that's a good question of the week. Tone, what was yours?
Oh, there was a post that said, whatever you have in your bank account right now, where could you go as far as trip-wise?
What vacation would you take based on your
based on your bank account?
I'm going
around the.
I'm saying I'm going to State Fair. Based on my bank account.
Shit. Damn.
And shit.
How much a tank of gas get you? They get you like to Reno and back?
You might
bank
better.
account right now.
Go down south. You can go down south. It might get you to.
Get you, yeah, shit. Right
Might
now.
get you to LA.
Shit. How am I gonna get back?
You said I can't. I don't know. Guess you ain't coming back, nigga.
Yeah.
Put it on your credit card.
Fuck yeah. That's the shit. The reason why I ain't got no money.
Yeah, you said
Goddamn
bank
credit
account.
card.
You didn't say credit
Yeah.
card.
I'm just saying.
Shit,
Yeah.
credit cards. We can go
Yeah,
everywhere.
shit.
We can go wherever you want to go there. Let's go.
Jack.
But it's the fact that I gotta pay them motherfuckers to fuck
You
me up.
said bank account. Bank account
Yeah.
getting me shit.
I'm gonna drive to LA and back.
That's it. Yeah. It ain't,
Getting me too far.
yeah,
Sleep
man.
in the car and back. That's it. Sleep in the car and come back.
So on the real, I'm feeling like I can go to LA for a night. Come home.
That's
Ooh, wait a minute. If you go for the night, that means you got to get a hotel
As
room.
I said,
nigga.
one night
In
Come
LA,
home.
LA is expensive.
Come home.
expensive
One
as
night.
fuck.
Yeah.
One night. Then come on to the home. That's it. So I'm feeling
Don't
good
go
about that.
downtown LA. You got to pay every
Oh,
time
no.
you come in
I'm
out
not
of the
staying
parking
in the
lot.
Roach Motel. Fuck
We
that.
going to San Francisco to the pier.
You
Damn.
got to pay a toll.
I can do that.
I can pay the toll.
I'm rolling like that.
What you got to pay? Okay.
I can do that.
Baller.
And I can get you a bowl, that bread bowl with the chowder in it.
the
Oh,
sourdough
shit,
thing.
I can get you that.
Yeah.
I can get you that and get you back home.
That's
We can't
soda.
stay the night.
Damn.
No.
We get you.
That's
That's
the one thing
that's a
about
one day
living
trip,
close.
and I get you on back here, and we all good.
That's all good.
Yeah, shit. You ain't got, and it's all
Yeah,
on.
Fiji
Hey, and
ones.
it's all on me.
Damn. That's
Baller.
good.
Balling. nigga.
Tone,
Cha-ching.
Tone, now hit us off with what a baller do. Tell us what a baller do, Tone.
Who's that?
You.
Look, I'm over there. I was in the car with Eric.
That was me eating that soup.
I was with E.
That was me. I had the toll coming there, and he had the toll coming back out.
Oh shit. You funny than motherfucker.
We split that trip.
Yeah.
We split that trip.
Yeah, what the fuck? We went to the
What
wharf.
you think I'm rich?
Shit.
I guess somebody go half and half on that.
You a fool.
We brought a can of soda with us, so we had to buy none.
So would you let your girl? Oh, are we still talking about?
No, that's
No,
it.
go ahead,
We,
go
we
ahead.
got we got our answers.
I got one. So
I don't know where this podcast is going. Go ahead.
this is another question. We'll be done. So would you let your girl? Would you let your girl have a personal trainer? There's two parts to this question. That was a man, a guy.
Yes.
Tone.
Fuck no.
So she can't have a personal trainer as a guy.
Nope.
Okay.
Why not? I just want to know, Tom.
No, I want to hear the other parts.
Well, I mean, before we get to it, he wants to know why.
Oh, goddamn, me? Shit. I say no when it's about me. Okay, hold on.
No,
You know why?
I'm
No,
going
you know
to the next
why?
part. He wants to know why.
You know
though.
why?
Why?
Because they get touchy feely.
Okay. That it is. I just want to know why.
Do you agree with him? You disagree with him?
I agree that they do get touchy feely.
Wait. You can't agree with him.
I agree with them. I agree that they.
See, then you go riding both
Hold
sides
on,
of the
hold on, hold on,
He
hold
thinks he's
on.
riding both sides because he said
It's
no.
Yes or no?
No.
Yeah, you
no.
say yes.
I
then
say
you would let her.
no.
You say yes.
I say yes that I'll let him have a personal trainer. But
You-
the bottom line is
He said
personal
him.
trainers.
He just said him.
Hymns.
He said he would let him have a personal trainer.
Fuck, man, Eric, please stop it.
You just said that.
I
bro.
did, so please stop it now. Just stop.
You getting touchy feely with him?
I'm laughing like a motherfucker. 'cause
He
I
gonna
know
let-
it's coming.
If you gonna let him have a personal trainer, go on with your best self. Go on, dog. Go on. So
Insecurities.
Anyway, what I was saying, Tone, is that yeah, they do. They all touching your girl, grabbing her on the hips and waist and the sides and all that. That shit get fucked up, dog.
I don't even do that.
That shit get fucked up. But in the real, if she's trying to really lose weight, and your girl will come through and be like, hey, you're a little too much. I think
So
your girl
what's
would
your
have respect
answer?
for you.
I
So
didn't even know you-
I would let my girl have a personal trainer because
So-
I feel like she would
Okay,
tell him.
let's make
what
this
the
clear.
Fuck are you doing, dude?
Let's make this clear.
Yeah,
You said yes.
he said
I said
yes.
no.
yeah,
And I gave my reasons why.
yeah.
E?
Okay, before I give my answer though,
I already know the answer to this
Shit.
motherfucking
Are
question.
we going to come up with the other parts?
before I give my answer, I'm gonna give you the second part right now.
Okay.
Before I give my answer though, just to make it clear, Kevin said yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then he turned around when you said that they get touchy in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah, they do get too touchy in Philly.
They
Right.
do.
So he's saying that it's okay for
It's
his
not
girl.
okay. I feel like my girl would say something. Like she would be
Okay.
like, "Don't keep your
All
fucking
right.
hands to your. Watch your hands."
So the second part of it would be, with me,
You gonna answer the first part?
well, the second part isn't really a question. It's the answer. It's my answer.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why this gets, I hate to even admit it. So my girl had a trainer
Yep.
at one time.
Yep.
This is a while back. And
Oh, you're
not
talking from
only
experience.
not only was it a personal trainer,
Mhm.
but the dude was running the training from out of his house. So let me get it. Before you say anything. So before you say anything, the the bottom floor of his house had workout equipment.
Mhm.
So he was a personal trainer and he worked out of his house. So not only did my girl have the buff, the ball head buff
Cotton
personal
Diesel.
trainer.
Uh,
Nigga, didn't nobody say all that.
He said cock.
the good looking trainer,
the Haney.
the motherfucker
Ain't he
also
good looking.
I guess. I don't know.
Yes or no?
I don't remember.
You said it.
The good looking trainer. Not only did my girl have the man trainer, he worked out of his house. And if that's not enough for you that that I allowed all that, I actually dropped her off a couple times and came back and picked her
Oh,
up.
you approved.
So I'm thinking about if in worst case scenario. So in worst case scenario, I took my girl, dropped her off at her side piece's house. She went in there, bop, 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 bop. And then called me like I'm ready to be picked up. And then
Oh shit.
the dude would open the door, let her out, and she'd come jump in the car and be like, woo, he worked me out today.
Oh shit.
and
that's
my
what
ass didn't even
changes
think
that,
nothing
Toe.
about it until later.
That's what changes that. No, fuck that. I'm gonna sit in here with you.
My thing was like,
we
okay,
gonna get a package deal. We gonna work out together.
Nah.
I did. I did. I didn't get no package deal, but
You have to.
but I did all that at one time. There was a time in my
Package
life.
deal.
There was a time in my life where my wife had a man trainer. He worked out of his house, and I took her, dropped her off, and would come back and pick her up.
Boy, I thought you was about to throw in the
That's
whammy.
pimp. That's pimpish right there. Because if a man was doing that, just think if you was like a man telling the boy, nigga, not only do I got a side, my girl take me and drop me off and then come pick me up when I'm done.
I was waiting for you to say, and he's a masseuse. Oh.
Oh shit.
Woo! But I think there was some stories that made me think about it. That's what got me thinking about it, where he does do all. I mean, they all do that. They're like, no, you gotta tuck your butt in.
Yeah,
I
they
need
do
you to
all that shit.
tighten right there, tighten that
Tighten
up.
your glutes. Tighten your glutes. Do
Yeah,
this.
so-
They
right
touch
there.
him right there.
That's the shit they do.
I should have been a trainer.
Yeah.
No. You should have said no.
Fuck that.
I'm glad. I'm
I
glad
need
you're a
I
sensitive
need
guy.
you to fuck with Olga, that big buff white chick over there.
Yeah. There's female trainers.
Because I tell you what, if it's the other way around, I think my girl has something to say about. She has something to say
Ooh, one of them
about.
bad
and you would have
ones.
never thought about it. Like, no, we don't know what you're talking about.
She'd be like,
Yeah,
I
she be
know
like,
you.
"My-"
I know this broad is not your trainer.
I'm like, who?
Because I'd have been like, are you doing weights or you doing cardio?
Big-ass girl right there.
And he's like, cardio. Fuck no.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
no. No, there's no. No, I'm glad I said no. So if she hears this, no.
Yeah,
Kevin
man.
said, yeah.
Go on.
I'm with you,
Go on,
E. I
go
mean,
on, do about your
shit.
business.
I
Well,
mean,
you,
there's
but
nothing-
it is
nothing
it
you
is
really
what
can
Kevin
do.
said though. It wasn't nothing I could. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna say that.
Yeah.
My thing was I just
Mad
trusted.
about it, but
I just trusted her so much that I felt like she ain't gonna do nothing.
yeah.
No, it's not about
I
that.
say
It's just you know,
I say that, and she in
you
there
say
getting
that
banged.
shit.
She in there getting.
She like, I got a skeleton in the closet that's
Yeah, well,
cool than a
do-
That's
motherfucker.
what you always think about when you saying that kind of shit. As you say it, she
be tapping you a couple of times when he's done.
she doing this shit
Tapping
right. Are you saying that she doing this shit right now?
Yeah. that's
You
it.
like, man, I don't even like thinking like
And
that.
then the thing is, she come in the car all out of breath,
and
sweaty.
wet.
Come on, I just
And then
got
you're like
worked
sitting there
out.
like, do you have a good workout? She like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was good. Yeah, I was working out my legs, and all that stuff. And
Man, she ain't sound. Shut up, nigga. She ain't sound. It's good. She ain't sound. Now you gotta put all that. You gotta put all that into it.
she just
Nigga,
got
the word
worked
is
out.
good. It ain't good.
It was like good.
It was
and
good.
stuff.
It
I'm
ain't
like,
good. It was
she's
good.
out of breath.
She's working good.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you're a better man than me, dude. I'd be like, motherfucker, fuck no.
I don't think this show was that good today.
Yeah, another one.
That motherfucker went way too long on the sports. It
You
was
motherfuckers
good
said-
though. What were we talking about?
I don't
The
know,
fight.
but that
It was
first
a fight,
topic, that
right?
car show, y'all went way too fucking long on that shit.
The car show?
Nah.
Shut up,
Woo!
nigga. We need to edit all your parts out. And this nigga did that.
Edit me out.
When that nigga did that ugly ass segue to the
That was
to
2
leaving the
seconds,
kid on the
nigga.
porch.
That's
2 seconds.
smooth.
Yeah, but it just ruined the whole.
That's just smooth.
That nigga say it's smooth.
That's smooth segue.
That
That's
shit was-
smooth. Let's get going.
This might be our last one.
Yeah, gotta give me another team. Taking applications.
Taking applications. Hit
We
you
are,
up.
look, I already got the studio and everything.
Don't be stupid.
I'm gonna.
E.
I'm just gonna
E.
record on the
Nah.
phone. Put it on
That's the motherfucking show. Simple as that.
another motherfucking show.
Done. Tone.
Man, just hit us up. I'm not even motivated. Just hit us up on Instagram.
Hey, y'all
That's
gotta
all
start
right, doing
blowing it up
shit.
too. Y'all don't be promoting this shit. Y'all ain't start promoting this shit.
Shut the hell up. Hit us up Instagram.
Okay.
Let us know. Give us our likes. Not for this show. This episode.
No, you can like it.
Look at this motherfucker.
It might be
here.
good.
E, what you got, boy?
The car part?
Nothing.
Let's drag this beat out. We ain't done talking. Yes, we are.
Peace.
Thank y'all for listening. All right. Is that it?
That's it. That's all.
Love you, Ma.
Happy birthday.